There we go. Yeah. Welcome to Angryville Hood, a place where very few people make it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's bad in our neighborhood. Murders go down, all type of crime. Here, look at Small the Rat. Shoot, he's selling. Don't know nothing. Some broccoli and don't know nothing. Think it's some weed. Shit, Small the Rat just smoked them. Small the Rat ain't showing no love on the street. It's just an example. But people know not to try to disrespect my Uncle DNA Tooth and his nephew, because we'll blow their mind. We got Hideous the Gangster, came deliver the shipment of cash, you know what I'm saying? Hideous the Gangster, hit. Welcome to Angryville Hood, a place where very few people make it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's bad in our neighborhood. Murders go down, all type of crime. Here, look at Small the Rat. Shoot, he's selling. Don't know nothing. Some broccoli and don't know nothing. Think it's some weed. Shit, Small the Rat just smoked them. Small the Rat ain't showing no love on the street. It's just an example. But people know not to try to disrespect my Uncle DNA Tooth and his nephew, because we'll blow their mind. We got Hideous the Gangster, came deliver the shipment of cash, you know what I'm saying? Hideous the
Up tomorrow, Monday, March 23rd at 11:30 p.m. Live on the Rock Files. DNA Tooth nephew Kyd Dangerous gets interviewed about his brand new cartoon show, The State of Battle Rap, the state of virtual battle rap, who is virtual battle rap Rushmore, and even never before heard information about upcoming battles that have just gotten booked and those high-impact matchups. This is definitely a can't-miss interview. Don't miss it! Tune in tomorrow to The Rock Files live on YouTube as we have a conversation and interview with the one and only DNA Tooth, Nephew Kyd Dangerous. Yo, listen up. Tomorrow, Monday, March 23rd at 11:30 p.m. Live on The Rock Files. DNA Tooth nephew Kyd Dangerous gets interviewed about his brand new cartoon show, The State of Battle Rap, the state of virtual battle rap, who is virtual battle rap Rushmore, and even never before heard information about upcoming battles that have just gotten booked and those high-impact matchups. This is definitely a can't-miss interview. Don't miss it! Tune in tomorrow to The Rock Files live on YouTube as we have a conversation and interview with the one and only DNA Tooth, Nephew Kyd Dangerous.
Where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock?
10 rock and roll, bro.
Welcome to the Rock Files. Are the Rock Files? Yeah, live and locked. This is how we rock. Live and locked. Welcome to the Rock. Live and locked. Live is how we rock. Oh, this is how we rock. The Rock. The Rock Files. Live and locked. Chill, baby. Welcome to the Rock. Live and locked.
Monday, March 23rd at 11:30 p.m. Live on The Rock Files. DNA Tooth nephew Kyd Dangerous gets interviewed about his brand new cartoon show, The State of Battle Rap, the state of virtual battle rap, who is virtual battle rap Rushmore, and even never before heard information about upcoming battles that have just gotten booked and those high-impact matchups. This is definitely a can't-miss interview. Don't miss it! Tune in tomorrow to The Rock Files live on YouTube as we have a conversation and interview with the one and only DNA Tooth, Nephew Kyd Dangerous.
And ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is right now. We welcome you. This is the Rock Files. This is Rock Talk episode 9. It is even before 11:30 p.m. Eastern Zone. First of all praise to the Almighty Yahuwah. Without the Almighty Yahuwah, there is absolutely nothing. There's only one Almighty, and that Almighty is Yahuwah. Second of all, hope everyone's having a great start to a great week. You are live and in tune with another legendary interview that will be happening very shortly. Very shortly. Already in the chat, Sick Mosh is in the building. Salute to Sick Mosh. Be sure to subscribe to Sick Mosh. We got Amazing Records Official, which is Maze. Be sure to not only subscribe and check out Maze, but also check out Maze's. He has some good information about how to mix and how to master some songs, man. Salute to that. We got the legend himself who just dropped a fire video regarding what happened with Chrissy Yamaguchi. We're going to discuss that. It may not be today, or we're going to discuss that probably the next live. There's a lot to uncover. We may have to bring up Bruce to really chop that fable down. Salute to the legend Bruce Leaf. That's LEEF. Salute. And yes, your eyes don't deceive you. In the chat right now is Danksta. Fam Jam's in the building. Fam Jam, salute. Much respect. Much respect. Now, we know what you're here for. We're going to go ahead and break down exactly how this interview happened. Why is Kyd Dangerous about to be interviewed? Well, first of all, Kyd Dangerous is doing something that is far beyond, and actually what most battle rappers should do right now. As discussed last night for the pre-show, battle rap right now is pretty much drying up in a lot of different ways. There's some life preservers, but it's drying up. Kyd Dangerous is one of the battle rappers that decided to say, look, I'm going to do a cartoon show. That's right, Kyd Dangerous has a cartoon show. We're going to get into that. Kyd Dangerous also still has an active virtual battle rap league. We're going to get into that. He has upcoming battles coming up. And Kyd Dangerous, Kyd Dangerous saw what we were talking about, virtual battle rap, and who was virtual battle rap Rushmore, right? Well, obviously, him being a virtual battle rapper, someone that has maybe the best resume in virtual battle rap history, he's going to have a lot to say about that. You know, we got 3 names already. We don't know who the 4th is. Maybe Kyd Dangerous can fill in that information. It's a lot going to be uncovered in this interview. We welcome everybody. Sick Mosh has already chimed in. He said Kyd Dangerous equals a legend. As he says, a fireman animal, a goat, as it said, right? So the Sick Mosh. We got Blue Dream, who's doing the robot. Nonstop robot Blue Dream is in the building. Salute to Blue Dream. Be sure to subscribe to The Dream or Reality. But without any further ado, we know what you're here for. Enough for the talk. Let's get to the walk. Coming on the stage right now. The interview begins right now. Kyd Dangerous is in the building. Kyd Dangerous.
Salute. How you doing, man? First, I want to say shout out to Monkey DNA Tooth. I want to say shout out to Sick Moss. Shout out to Danksta. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pablo. You know what I'm saying? The Eminem of battle rap. And shout out to you, Files, man, for having DNA Tooth nephew. You know what I'm saying? We here.
And
yes, sir.
Just want to say likewise, we welcome you to the Rock Files. Kyd Dangerous, just to let you know, Kyd Dangerous is our first ever, from back in 2024, he's our first ever virtual battle rap interview we've done. So this is nothing new for Kyd Dangerous. So Kyd Dangerous is a welcome individual here. He comes with a lot of information and a lot of news. So stay tuned. So, right. Of course, Kyd Dangerous, you know, you have an open invitation here. You're more than welcome. So let's get into it. Well, Kyd Dangerous. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was saying, you know, DNA2 Nephew, as far as the Mount Rushmore go, you know, DNA2 Nephew, you know what I'm saying, yours truly is above the Mount Rushmore, you know what I'm saying? All those other guys, you know, it's Mount Rushmore, but DNA2 Nephew, yours truly is beyond that. You know, DNA2 Nephew, yours truly is universal. You know, from battle rap, you know, the bars, you know, the entertainment, DNA2 Nephew has the entire package. So at the end, they're like, okay, you would take an innovate, right? Innovate is pure skill when it comes to lyrical ability, right? But the thing is, Innovate is not good when it comes to entertainment. He's only a pen. Rio has the resume, but the overall package will go to me, DNA2 Nephew, because you know you can see the universal aspect being expressed. And you know, DNA2 Nephew just booked C3 and Nightmare Pyro and Swaggy versus Skills. You know, Swaggy's DNA2 Nephew is truly greatest artist. Those battles will be going down on the Lyrical Arts Radio Battle League with Samson. So, you know, DNA2 Nephew does everything, you know, that makes, you know, yours truly the end game. I mean, then like you look at it, right? It's nothing but pure skill. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, you know, salute, you know, to the list, but you know, DNA2 Nephew, you know, DNA2 Nephew is beyond all of that. He's the real. I'm beyond the Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a league of my own. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, the bottom line is, you know, you got some of the greats. You know, Pablo is top 5 of all time. You know what I'm saying? Quantum is top 5. You know, you got Innovate top 5, but DNA2 Nephew, you know, I go up to a mountain by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that league for real. Like it's gonna really take all time. DNA2 Nephew got that. So yeah, you know, that's DNA2 Nephew thoughts on that.
No, that's beautiful. So let's go here before we actually show all the data community posts. If you could describe, because there's been a lot of talk about what virtual battle rap is/was. At first, we just want to acknowledge we got some more people that came in the chat very quickly. DNA Tooth himself is here. So yeah, you salute to DNA Tooth, you know.
Shout out to Monkey DNA Tooth, you're the greatest.
That's right. The DNA Tooth in the building. Just want to say this, and for a lot of people that don't know, DNA Tooth can, so you know, basically support this statement. DNA Tooth, before there was a Rock Files channel, DNA Tooth is one of the first to say, look, Rock, you got something going on. You should go ahead and do a channel. Salute. DNA Tooth is one of the main first ones to encourage the Rock Files channel to even exist. So salute to DNA Tooth. And we're going to acknowledge that. Obviously, when DNA Tooth's in the chat, we're going to acknowledge that when we go live. Salute to DNA Tooth. We got Haji Kareem is in the building. Haji Kareem just joined us. Salute to Haji Kareem.
Salute.
So here's the question. See, Kyd Dangerous just laid out an amazing statement about virtual battle rap. So first, we're just going to set it up like this. Outside of yourself, DNA Tooth, who would be your 4 for virtual battle rap Mount Rushmore? Who's your 4 for that? And based off of
talking to Monkey DNA2, talking to DNA2 Nephew. Talking
about DNA2's nephew. For DNA2 Nephew, Kyd Dangerous.
Yeah. Right. Shout out to Monkey DNA2. You know, he the greatest over everybody. Oh yeah. So DNA2 Nephew, besides, okay, if I had a top 4, I will put Pablo in there. I will put Innovate in there. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? And I would like to add an extra list too after that. DNA2 Nephew, like, okay, so I would say Pablo, Innovate. You know what? As far as the females go, I'm gonna put Gangsta. You know what I'm saying? And let's see. I got one more, right?
Yes, you got one more.
Okay, I got one more. Let me see. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably I'll bet probably be Loso BXNY. You know, I like Loso a lot. He's very good. Yeah. Now I want to add DNA2 Nephew. Want to add an extra list as far as the rookies go, right? So I would go like.
So just to let you know, Kyd Dangerous, this is for virtual battle rap Mount Rushmore of ever. So
right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So like I said, it will be Pablo, Innovate, Gangsta, Losa, BXNY. Now I would say for my rookies list, I want to put Sigmars in there. I want to put I will put Swaggy in there because you know what I'm saying, he's the best on the jiggy, but I will put him in there. And I have 2 more. Let's see. Let me see. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. DNA2 Nephew kind of like Robs. You know, I will put Robs in there. And then I will put kind of like Robs, and then I will put, who would I put as I will put Mello 15 in there. You know, Mello's been doing it, but he done some he done I battle. I will put him in, I will throw him in there. Yeah.
Okay. So And you're the perfect person to ask this follow-up question. How would you, if you could describe what is virtual battle rap, what is virtual battle rap to Kyd Dangerous? How would you describe it?
I feel like this to DNA2 nephew, it's basically, in that regards, it should, it's a monumental aspect of battling, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, and this is how DNA2 nephew honestly feel. I feel like, the main stage has really hurt battle rap as a whole, because what they put out and what they represent, it kind of reflects on virtual to a degree, because people get those impressions. Oh, well, if main stage is not good, then virtual is not. I want the main stage guys to start doing better than what they're doing, because that ultimately that kind of leaves an impression on virtual, and that shouldn't be, but it just seems to be the normal thing, and I've seen DNA2 nephew have seen that, you know what I mean, like for them to do better than what they're doing. Yeah, so DNA2 nephew feels virtual is to be honored and respect, and it's really the purest form out of main stage. And what we're doing is the most is the purest of all, because we focus more on the bars, the entertainment, and just making sure the culture stays alive. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, those top guys that DNA2 nephew put on his Mount Rushmore, could easily 30 your Tay Rock. They could 30 a lot of those main stage guys. Like Pablo could 30 a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Innovate could, those are some of the best pins, in the culture, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, absolutely.
So right off of that point, that's an excellent point. We got Jason M, we got Bunny that just joined us. Salute to Jason M very quickly. Salute to Bunny. Much respect to both of them. Much respect. Would you say, and this is salute to HB2N. HB2N brought up an excellent point. He said, well, look, virtual battle rap is mostly for entertainment. It's not meant to be taken seriously. It's mostly for entertainment. That's what HB2N says. Maze, and me in discussions, and we got Maze in the chat right here. Maze mentioned that, well, virtual battle rap is for entertainment and lyricism. Would you say that virtual battle rap was mostly for entertainment, not to be taken seriously? Or would you say that it is entertainment, but it is also meant to be taken seriously for lyricism? Which one would you say?
Okay. So, in DNA2 nephew opinion, I ain't gonna lie. If it come to just pure entertainment, everybody, DNA2 nephew will destroy every battle in this section, because there's nobody more that's entertaining and the greatest, first of all, than my Uncle DNA2, and his nephew. Yours truly is a representative of that. So if he just come to nothing but entertainment, all these other battles is dead. I mean, we seen what DNA2 nephew did to Gullah. You seen what DNA2 did, how DNA2 nephew destroyed him off of purely entertainment. And DNA2 nephew has some bars in there, but it was total annihilation. So if you come to that, man, DNA2 nephew, because of my Uncle DNA2 and what he is giving his nephew, there's no comparison. You know what I'm saying? It's number one purely. And what's amazing about it, DNA2 nephew also still has the lyrical side. I mean, we've seen what DNA2 nephew have done against the best, even the Robs, the Tazlos. So even on that area, from that standpoint, DNA2 nephew is goated. So absolutely. But yeah, and nobody in the world can match my Uncle DNA2 on no level. Like my Uncle DNA2 has the entire package. He's giving his nephew the entire package. I'm only great or the greatest because of my Uncle DNA2. It's because of him. And my Uncle DNA2 is crushing everybody. I don't care if you're I don't care if you're Stewie. I don't care if you're on Family Guy. I don't care what kind of category you're in. My Uncle DNA2 is destroying you. Like he's above everybody. And that's the reason why his nephew is great, because of my Uncle DNA2. I'm only great because of him. Without him, there's no I'm nothing. Like my Uncle DNA2 is the reason why the nephew is great.
So let's do this. When it comes to virtual battle rap, where would you say, as it stands now, where is virtual battle rap right now? Like, there's one side that says virtual battle rap is done, it's over, forget about it. Another side says, well, virtual battle rap is just in hiatus, it's about to come back. Where would you say virtual battle rap is?
In DNA2 nephew opinion, I feel as though it just needs more battles. It just needs more energetic matches. It needs more promo. It just needs people to start talking, talking they smack again, saying they could beat each other. I think that it's become too laid back and too friendly. And that's the problem. Like, it hurts battle rap when everybody's good with each other. It needs to be a fight a competition thing for everybody to try to reach the goal. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, DNA2 Nephew is in a league of his own. Nobody can reach DNA2 Nephew level. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, people got to start fighting for that. Other people outside of DNA2 Nephew got to start fighting for that spot again. Like Rio got to fight for it. You know, Innovate got to fight for it. You know, those guys got to start fighting for it and really competing again and showing that aspect more. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's too much of everybody being cool with each other. You know, they want to, oh, well, I'm your best friend. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, as battlers, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monkey DNA too. You know, as these battlers got to just get back, you know, on this energetic stuff, man. Stop all this friendly vibe and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They already know, if DNA2 Nephew get involved in one of these battles, they know they dead. But they gotta pick up the competitive spirit, man, and get back into it. You know, we had a competitive side at one point, and it seemed like that didn't die down a lot now. It's very laid back.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that. Would you agree, Kyd Dangerous, DNA2 Nephew, salute. And yeah, absolutely. Salute to everybody in the chat that's, we're putting the comments up. For those that hasn't seen this before, welcome to the Rock Files. This is a battle rap interview with DNA2 Nephew, Kyd Dangerous. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to let Kyd Dangerous introduce himself for the new audience also. Just want to ask this one question before we get to that part. Would you say that virtual battle rap from here on out has to all be money on the floor, like something has to be at stake to maybe increase that competition? What would you say? Yeah, DNA2 Nephew feels absolutely. It should be more payment and it should be more money given out to the virtual community, because the fact of the matter is, if you want to bring motivation, you bring in money. I just feel like what's going to motivate a lot of the virtual battles is money. And like I said, you still got a lot of great matches on virtual. Like you have some of the best MCs on here. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is that's what it's going to take. It's going to take money on the floor. You know, it's going to take, things like that to really make virtual, become more energetic and explosive again. Absolutely. I mean, I feel like all the virtual MCs should be getting paid. Like there should be money involved. Absolutely. DNA2 Nephew feels like that, and good business on both ends. You know, like I said, DNA2 Nephew book C3 versus Pyro. You know what I'm saying? That's going down. It's going to be a great one. And then, like I said, DNA2 Nephew always gives back to the virtual community. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, it should be more. Absolutely. I agree. Yep. And you know what? This has kind of been a consensus. Like the last two virtual battle rap matches were with Verbal Online Arena. And for both of those cards, they had money on the floor. And those have some of the best performances. Now, of course, that's battle on track, but still, it seemed to be we had the hunger back. We got the competition back. We got the whole thing that most of us like about battle rap. Kyd Dangerous just said on this platform just now that battle rap has become a little lazy, a little lackadaisical, too friendly. And let's be honest, we know how money on the floor works. The second that money's on the floor, only one person walking away with that money now. The other person, you get to walk home with lint. You get to walk home, you get to take as they say, you take the Nike car instead of the actual car and all that good stuff. So Kyd Dangerous, would you ever, for the Jiggy Battle League, would you ever do a money on the floor card for that league? And if so, when would you probably do that? Go right ahead. DNA2 Nephew has been considering it. DNA2 Nephew just want the battles to be professional and show up and actually, like I said, present some good material. And yeah, we definitely can talk about it. DNA2 Nephew started by, he just wanted to be where everybody show up and be professional. Yes, absolutely. So we don't waste no time and everything. That's excellent. Let's go to, now you just mentioned that you got battles booked. Now you mentioned, and this is something that is an exclusive on the program, even though it has been leaked out a little bit. C3 versus Nightmare J Pyro is booked. Go ahead and give a little bit of how that match came to exist. When is that match going to happen? What league? All that good stuff. Okay, yeah. So it's a pre-recorded battle. It's a 1 round, 60 seconds between Pyro and C3. I think they had some, some tension, and DNA2 Nephew love giving back to the virtual community. It is DNA2 Nephew, one of DNA2 Nephew homes. So Pyro and C3 gonna be battling on lyrical arts. It's gonna be dropping in a couple of days. Actually, it's pre-recorded. We also stay tuned
DNA2 Nephew also got his best jiggy artist Swaggy taking on Skittles. She's a brand new female artist who has a very great freestyle ability. So those matches, actually it's a 2-event card, will be going down in a few days. I'm just waiting on Samson to go ahead and drop the rest of the flyers and promotions. So yeah, DNA2 Nephew has been putting that together. Absolutely.
That's fire. That's fire. So for those that did not hear, in a couple days, you're going to see
yes.
two matches.
See, Monkey DNA2 said. See what Monkey DNA2 said. That's a fact. Yep. C3 3-0. He about.
That's a submission. Yeah, that's a submission. So we got DNA2 on record saying C3 will 3-0 in a 1-round battle, and we're going to go ahead and get that explained. But C3, he has C3 over Nightmare J Pyro. We got Maze also with C3 over Nightmare J Pyro. So
yeah, and DNA2 Nephew got C3 as well. So you could put DNA2 Nephew submission in with his uncle DNA2. Yeah, another one. Yep.
Okay, so we have Kyd Dangerous DNA2 Nephew predicting C3 over Pyro. We have DNA2 himself predicting C3 over Pyro. And we got Maze predicting C3 over Pyro. Real quick question is what type of, okay, so it's 1 round. It's 1 round. Now, by it being 1 round, is this an unlimited round? Is there a limit to the round? Has it already been decided who goes first and all that? Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe so. Well, it really was unlimited, but I believe they both gonna do 60 seconds. Yeah, that's what they agreed to. But they say that if they want to rap longer, they have it is pre-recorded, so they have a right to rap as long as they want. But I believe DNA2 Nephew believe they agreed to about 60 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 60 seconds. So for the audience, this is going to be dropping in a couple days on the Jiggy Battle League pre-recorded.
No, it's gonna be on Samson's Lyrical Arts.
Okay.
Yeah, Samson's Lyrical Art Battle League.
Real quick, we just want to shout out. We got Jules in the building from Jules Gaming Lounge. Be sure to subscribe to Jules Gaming Lounge. Salute to Jules. Okay, so this is going to be dropping on Samson's. Now this is not Samson Simpson, right? This is Samson's Lyrical Arts, correct? Just want to be sure.
Right. Samson Lyrical Arts. He has a lot of great battles on it. He got DNA2 Nephew versus Prep over there, Quest McCody didn't been over there, Danny Myers, people of that nature. Now C3, so he's had some really awesome names over there. He didn't have Power and battle over there a couple of times, a lot of different artists. So yeah, it's a very great league. You can check it out. Like I said, the Lyrical Arts Battle League. Samson being one of the greatest league owners, period.
Okay, so just to be, apologize for that. Just to be clear, this is going to be dropping in a couple days. C3 versus Pyro, pre-recorded audio battle, right? Pre-recorded audio battle, yes.
Right. Yes, it's a pre-recorded video battle. It has audio and video, but it's gonna be video. Yes, sir. Pre-recorded video.
Perfect. So let's go ahead and say this: pre-recorded video battle, 1 round, 60-second minimum, with unlimited grace. 1 round between C3 and Nightmare J Pyro. That'll be dropping a couple days on Samson's Lyrical Arts YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit the like button, share that channel, all that good stuff. We got King Cole in the building. Salute to King Cole. King Cole's in the building. Be sure to subscribe to King Cole, King of Late Night. Now.
Oh yeah, yes. Salute to Snack King Cole. You.
No doubt. So as we move forward with virtual battle rap, is there going to be any other? Is there any other surprise battles on this card? Along with you got Swaggy. Now wait, you got Swaggy versus Skittles. Now for those that's not familiar with Swaggy, say a little bit about who Swaggy is and who Skittles is. Describe their style. Describe what they're going to be doing on the card also.
Right. What DNA2 Nephew found Swaggy, and DNA2 Nephew actually found Skittles too. So I mean, yeah, he put him on assembly. So Swaggy is DNA2 Nephew like greatest Jiggy Battle League artist. You know what I'm saying? He didn't battle Soul Severe, he didn't battle Quantum Physics. You can go on the Jiggy Battle League now. Matter of fact, him and Pyro just had a battle that just dropped, you know what I'm saying? And DNA2 Nephew feel like, Swaggy got that one, you know what I'm saying? I like to a certain, point. It was a great matchup. Yeah, and then Skittles, she has a very great freestyle ability. She actually, DM me, DNA2 nephew a while back about getting on him. You know what I'm saying? So he's very great. So Samson feels as though Swaggy might lose this one because of how her bars are. But, DNA2 nephew feels as though, Swaggy always delivers. So if he's focused and confident, which I believe he is, it's going to be a great battle. It's definitely going to have two great styles. You know what I mean? Both lyrical. You know what I'm saying? So both got some very amazing punchlines too. So yeah, it's gonna be a great one. It's gonna be a goodie. That's gonna be the card opener for the C3 and Pyro.
So C3 Pyro's 1 round. Swaggy and Skittles is also 1 round, 60 seconds also.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so just to give a good fundamental line on this, there's going to be a card with 2 matches. The opening match will be Swaggy versus Skittle. 1 round, 60 seconds, pre-recorded virtual battle. That's the first match, right. Swaggy versus Skittles. The next match, which is the main event, will be C3, Nightmare J Pyro, 60-second, 1 round. Boom.
Right.
For those that want to see these matches, you will see them in a couple days on Samson Lyrical Arts YouTube channel. It'll drop in the second it drops. Obviously, you can check out, DNA2 Nephew Kyd Dangerous page. You can check out the Rock Files. We will have those codes to where you can go and check them out. Salute to that. So that is a virtual battle rap card. And yes, we will be doing for the Rock Files. We will be doing the usual who won, who did whatever. We will review those battles, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing that. Also, Kyd Dangerous.
Yes,
so
sir.
We went through virtual battle rap Rushmore, where virtual battle rap is. Now, Kyd Dangerous also has other ventures going on. We're going to get to that now. Yes, we are. Kyd Dangerous has this going on, and we're going to go ahead. Now, this is the trailer, episode 1. All right. Going to play a little bit of this for the audience. Here you go. This is live on DNA2 Nephew Kyd Dangerous page. This is called Daily Life in Angryville City. Here you go. Hold on a second. We just got word that the audio is not being heard everywhere. So hold up. We want to be sure that tech is teching. We'll start that over. Salute to everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. You are now live watching Rock Files direct interview with DNA2 Nephew Kyd Dangerous. Let us share the screen and be sure that our audio is audioing and our tech is teching. Okay, we got it. No problem. We're going to start that over. All right, here we go. Rep Yourself with Myself. Salute. Just want to acknowledge you before we start the video. Be sure to subscribe to Rep Yourself with Myself. Much respect. Salute to everybody in the chat. Here is the preview of episode 1. Again, this is called Daily Life in Angryville. This is Kyd Dangerous, DNA2 Nephew cartoon show right here.
Welcome to Angryville Hood, a place where very few people make it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's bad in our neighborhood. Murders go down, all type of crime. Here, look at Small the Rat. Shoot. He's selling, don't know nothing. Some broccoli and don't know nothing, think it's some weed. Shit. Small the Rat just smoked them. Small the Rat ain't showing no love on the street. It's just an example. But people know not to try to disrespect my Uncle DNA2 and his nephew, because we'll blow their mind. We got Hideous the Gangster, came deliver the shipment of cash. You know what I'm saying? Hideous the.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is a clip from, that's right, what you've just seen is Kyd Dangerous, DNA2 Nephew. That is his cartoon show. Obviously, we got a lot of questions on this. So, if you will, obviously, the first question is, what motivated the cartoon show, and how and when did this first start being planned to even have a cartoon show?
Well, first I want to say it's my Uncle DNA2 cartoon first, and his nephew my Uncle DNA2 is the creator. He's the inspiration. He's the one that created the show. His nephew just followed along with my Uncle DNA2 plans. I also want to say I'm so Shout to Mokadini too, yeah. But basically, like when you look at a lot of different shows, hello.
Yeah, right here. You got it. Go ahead. We
Yeah,
got you.
when you listen at when you look at a lot of different shows, you clearly see where you have the icon of that show. You know what I mean? Like for Family Guy, you had the Stewies. American Dad, you had the Rogers. We know Monkadini too is the greatest of every show, and even in our show, he is the the importance of it. You know what I mean? He's the number one. It's no show without Monkadini too. So you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's the one that made it what it is. He's the energy of it. He's everything. You know, he's the standout of it. You know, his nephew just following along with his lead. His nephew just glad to represent him and to be a part of it. So I mean, it came about 2 years. Then Monkadini too and his nephew. We've been playing for about 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And then handling like the writing aspect of it. He wanted his nephew to really develop in that area because he's the greatest writer. So his nephew had to develop into being the greatest writer because of him. That's all. That's what we've been doing. We've been playing for about maybe 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, like, and when it comes to Monkadini too, his nephew cartoon show. Monkadini Tooth is totally it's all about him at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like Monkadini Tooth is greater than Stewart. He greater than Roger. Even shows like the PJs, you know what I'm saying? Where you'll have multiple personalities, like you'll have what's his name? Thurgood Stubbs, you'll have Mrs. Avery, all of them have personality, but Monkadini Tooth is beyond all of them. So at the end of the day, every other cartoon show is pretty much going to be, defeated and destroyed because Monkadini Tooth is here now. You know what I'm saying? Everything revolves around him.
That's fire. That's fire. So this was being planned about 2 seasons ago to have the cartoon show. Mm-hmm. DNA Tooth was the main facilitator, the main energy of this cartoon show. So
absolutely.
So what's the plot? Now we just saw the clip. We get the plot that this is in Angryville. We get the different characters. What would you want the takeaway from this cartoon show to be? Is it just straight up comedy? Is there something to where this would be? Go right ahead. Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, basically, what it is, it's a comedy, but it's a hood mentality. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's combined with a hood mentality. It shows the seriousness of the streets, but it's still going to give you adventurous moments, like Dana to Nephew. And I want to say also, this show, is going to show. Advance the hood aspect, and speaking of Monkadini Tooth and his nephew, we have another episode that's about to drop between this Friday and next Tuesday. So yeah, basically the plot with these episodes, like it's to showcase the streets and showcase the adventurous side of the streets and have that comedy to it. And at the end of the day, when you look at you look at Family Guy, you look at Stewie, right? That has a suburb mentality and it's a suburb funny, but this one is a street funny. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. I mean, and like I said, Monkadini Tooth being the greatest in every category, he's the reason why this show is the greatest because of him. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on. It's just showcasing the streets and showing like, okay, each avenue and going more in depth with it too. Yeah. So absolutely.
Absolutely. So we see currently now that this cartoon series, and just to be sure that we're very clear on the name of it, the name of this cartoon series is Daily Life in Angryville. Is that correct? Or
right.
Is it simply called? Okay.
Well, basically, it's my Uncle Dini Tooth and his nephew show. That was just like the title for that specific situation, basically. Because like I said, mm-hmm. what we did at first, like we have some of the episodes in a clip format, but then we also have them where it actually is more where it's all joined together. Then you also, when you look at it, you'll have where Uncle Dini Tooth and his nephew will do some voice acting, but we also do a lot of oral commentary. And the last episode we did, which was all of them are amazing, and even the last one really showed that oral commentary aspect too. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, what exclusive coming up, if Dini Two Nephew will give you one where my Uncle Dini Two and his nephew, we basically driving down in our city and we're giving commentary on other cities that we have, because Angryville City is only just the city itself, but we have Angryville State that has 4 cities. So it's actually 4 cities
Mm.
in the state of Angryville. Angryville City is just one of the places. You know what I mean? Like we also have we also gonna have a snitch city for skunks. We also have one gangsters for Rat City. Then we got then we also have insane criminal Bird City. You know what I'm saying? So it's 4 all together. And then our next episode, as a spoiler alert, that's what we're gonna be giving commentary on. So I mean, yeah, that's what we're showing. And you know, the main thing is this, right? Yes, sir. I'm glad you asked the Mr. Jersey City Rep. Absolutely. All of these are pilot episodes. You know, absolutely. This is just to show people, okay, what direction we're going in. That's all. These are pilot. Absolutely. And as we go, we'll increase the time, because right now we're doing like 60 seconds for each one. You know what I'm saying? And salute to Pablo, you know what I'm saying? One of the top 5 MCs in DNA2 Nephew book, Eminem for sure. So yeah, absolutely. We just going through clip by clip. And like I said, as we continue to go, we'll start doing like we do 2-3 minutes. We'll start the minutes will increase as we go. But all these are pretty much this pilot. You know what I'm saying? They're very great pilot episodes too. So I mean, you know, you're gonna find enjoyment in each one. You can watch it on
Yep, you got it. You got it. Go right ahead.
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah, you can watch it on DNA2 Nephew YouTube channel. You can put the link if you want, files, whenever to show them. Yeah.
You're about to show the channel right now. For those that want to see all of the pilot episodes and all of the episodes in general, you're more than welcome to go to this channel where they are all out right now. Currently, it's only on YouTube. We're going to ask them the question right there about where else this will be seen. This is just the first level, correct, Kyd Dangerous? This is the first level of where it's going to be seen. So what are the plans for this to be expanded beyond YouTube?
Okay. So basically, my uncle DNA2 and his nephew, we have a network deal with Explain His Animations Inc. Well, basically they have connections to like Seth MacFarlane and Adult Swim. So we all going to get a chance to work with a network company, you know, and we got that network deal because of Uncle DNA2 for a very good price and everything, all because of him and his genius mentality. We have a network deal because these are more like without the network deal, these are more of the independent ones, but we have a network deal that we're going to be dealing with soon. So absolutely. So that's basically what's going on. And just to kind of give a spoiler alert, for this next episode, you're going to get a chance to see my uncle DNA2 and his nephew really expound why you shouldn't deal with the other cities necessarily, because the Rats for Gangster City is a city where you have to have an invitation because they're very they're very territorial unless you got something that they're interested in. Then you'll have the Skunk City, which is pretty much where don't go there. If you go there and do crime, you pretty much get told on. You know what I'm saying? It's a place where the snitches are in the majority and the non-snitches are in the minority. Then you have the city for birds that's really gangster, where even the police birds, if they make a statement, they get killed by the birds that are not policemen. It's just a really gangster way of looking, and we pretty much just go into detail on why you shouldn't and this is an exclusive too file, so they're just showing why you I'm going you said we just showing Yeah, we're just showing where why you shouldn't deal with those cities. And Angryville ain't no good place neither, but it's just showing the different aspects, you know what I'm saying? Because in the hood life you got snitches too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Snitch City, which is a place for skunks. Like it's a skunk city. Then gangster for Rat City is all rats that are gangster, like the Rotens, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the other city for birds, where it's all different types of birds that's gangster. Then you got us, where it has a little bit of human beings, but the most is like appliances, animals, etc. Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. So Cole asked the question. Salute to Get Your Bars Up Media BA in the house. Your bars ain't up. Get your bars up. Salute to Get Your Bars Up Media BA. Also, Cole was asking a question about for the network that for the basically for the hookup that you have that leads to other networks. Is that going to be a deal with money involved where the network would pay you for these episodes, or is it going to be something else?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Payment's going to be involved. Like I said, this network company, Explain His Animations Inc., have connections to like Seth MacFarlane's Camper Family Guy, Adult Swim. They have different connections. So absolutely, when us doing our first episode, they're going to connect us to those entities as well. There is going to be money involved, and even sponsorships and investors too. Absolutely.
Fire. What we're going to play now for everyone is Well, the first thing we want to do is say this is where you can see the episodes and the pilots, so that we're clear. There's going to be episodes within this. This is a whole. You might as well consider this like a whole comedy multiverse. It's a comedy multiverse to where you have Angryville, and as Kyd Dangerous stated, of Angryville, you got the snitch section. That's going to be one set of episodes and one set of show. You're going to have the violence section. That'll be one set of episodes, one set of show, on and on we go. So there's going to be the different pilots are on this YouTube channel right here that you see. On this YouTube channel, this is DNA2 Nephew Kyd Dangerous. That is the name of the YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to subscribe, hit the notification button, share the channel, all that good stuff. There you'll see the pilots for the different shows and episodes within the multiverse of Angryville. All right, so this is different sections of Angryville. It's really smart, really smart way to do it.
Yeah, and I also want to say for those other cities, I mean, like I said, specifics, like, you know, what you want, like the skunks, we're gonna be they're the snitch aspect, the snitches, you know what I'm saying? They're the royalty, more sophisticated type, where, you know, I'm pretty much, if you smoke a blunt over there, they're telling, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real. You're gonna love how this next episode is gonna play out, because more and more that oral commentary. I know you was asking me, DNA2 Nephew, DNA2 Nephew, yours truly, about the oral commentary, the purpose for that. Well, that just pretty much helped narrate you know, each scene, and it really fits it perfectly. Actually, it's definitely something different, but it's clever genes, because my uncle DNA2 is beyond clever in genes, and he taught his nephew how to be that. So yeah, it's a remarkable way of you know, of giving content, or beyond remarkable. Yeah.
Speaking of content, here we go right here. This is the latest episode. This is entitled, and we're just gonna play, you know, we're just playing a couple of things. Just give the audience an idea. This is my uncle DNA2 and his nephew's show episode. This is called "Is We Getting This Money King?" This is episode 4. No, this is episode 5. Yeah, this is episode 5. All right. Once again, this is DNA2 and his nephew's show. Episode name is We Getting This Money King? And here we go.
When his nephew, man, we about to rob these two fools. One of them I'm ready to kill, and Insane the dog. Now, these fools just got out of jail in Angryville. They basically beat their murder charge, but they, you know, basically pretty much the jail forgot to release them. So the jail had compensated them, or gave them $20 million. And now they back out in Angryville in the streets at their house. They just, you know, my Uncle DNA2 and his nephew, we about to rob them fools. We finna take all that. Now, my Uncle DNA2 and his nephew, we brought along Snow the Killer and Who Bottom. But they basically gonna be the ones to get into it with you know, Insane the dog and I'm Ready to Kill at the front entrance of their house. And my Uncle DNA2 for now are gonna go through this tunnel that Gangsta the Rat is gonna be the tour guide of, so we can get, you know, under the house and take the money. You know what I'm saying? Because my Uncle DNA2 for now, we smart strategic. We about that gun violence, you know what I'm saying? So we end up taking the money. You know, as the shootout was going on, you know what I'm saying? Because smell bad and poop bottles smell awful. But we end up back at the Uncle DNA2 and then we end up back at our house enjoying that money. I'm saying.
There's the money right there. Okay, so that is the latest. You can call that a pilot episode. You can call that an episode of Is We Getting This Money King? Once again, if you want to see these episodes in its entirety, you may subscribe, hit the bell notification channel to this channel right here. This is perfect. This is DNA2, one word, nephew, then Kyd Dangerous, KYD Dangerous, all one word. Hit the bell notification, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Look, we're going to say this, Kyd Dangerous. This is great. It's great because now the Kyd Dangerous brand with DNA2 is becoming a whole entertainment organization. It's not just battle rap. It's cartoons. Right. It's personality. It's a form of acting now.
Right. And what I love about it, you can hear me? Okay.
Yes, you're good. No, hello? You're good. You're good.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yes, sir. Well, basically, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Even expounding to like a video game would be fire. you know, of that nature too. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, Monkadini too is he's the god of the universal mentality, is the god, period. So I mean, that's why I learned all this from him. And like I said, absolutely. You know, that's, like I said, we got another episode dropping between this Friday and this Tuesday. You know what I mean? So you know, that, like I said, we're gonna be consistently working at this, and you know, beat out other shows. Because I do because you know, Dean, you know, Nephew, also want to say it is a competitive thing, you know what I'm saying, to match up against the Family Guys and beat them, match up to the American Dads, the Bob the Burgers, the Futuramas, the Simpsons, to match up with all those great and win. Clearly shows the amazement of Monkadini too, and shows the iconic you know, notoriety that he has that can't be matched. And like
That's
I said,
right.
you know, it's going to show, because you know what I mean, in all reality, you know, that's what we're showing. We're showing that we're showing that Monkadini too, more specifically, is the greatest out of everybody. He's greater than Stewie. Like I say, he's greater than all the cartoon characters you can think of. He's the one. He's beyond everyone. You know what I mean? He's number one, period. So that's what we're doing. We're just showing. And would it be fire is if we could turn this into a more competitive thing, to where we get, you know, other people saying, yo, ours is supposed to be better than ours. But you know, I know Head Ice called his stuff trying to drop his stuff, but man, his stuff can't match my Uncle DNA too. Head Ice can't match my uncle, man. He can't match none of that. Head Ice is getting 30, you know what I'm saying? And like I said,
you know what, Kid Dangerous, right off, and salute to Cole for asking that, because Cole asked that last night, and we wanted to get to that, and it's a good thing we're on that topic right now. Be sure to subscribe to King Cole. Which one premiered first? Wasn't it? Now, for those that don't know, here's a little bio about this, and Kid Dangerous can definitely support this statement. We knew about this cartoon show, toward the beginning of 2025, just to let you know. You know, that's what we started talking about. You know, so there's a lot of information we also have as far as Boston Entertainment Group, Rock Files, all that. So now, if not mistaken, this show was this was the idea way back then. Head Ice's show, it wasn't even thought about until this show, correct? Or is that incorrect?
Right. That's correct. That's right. That's a fact. And Snack King Cole pointed out, that's a fact. He didn't drop his show until he seen Monkadini too, for his nephew doing this. And that's a fact, Pablo. That's a fact, fam. Head Ice definitely is copying us, because he didn't have this idea before. Was talking about coming out with the cartoon show. So absolutely, Head Ice is, I guess he caught himself trying to compete. But we warning Head Ice right now, man. Don't get embarrassed out here, man. Don't have your cartoon show get this decimated. Because when it comes to Monkadini 2, there's no competition with nobody. Monkadini 2 is destroying everybody. So I'm letting Head Ice know, if you're trying to turn this into some kind of competition thing, trust me, you're going to lose badly, because you can't match Monkadini 2 in nothing. I don't care if you're Loaded Lux. I don't care if you're Murder Mook. I don't care if you're Drake. I don't care who he is. You can't match the geniusness that my Uncle DNA 2 has. That's a fact. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can go get Seth MacFarlane. You can go get Adult Swim, Netflix. They can't match Monkadini 2. So Head Ice, we're letting you know that right now, man. You know, don't make that mistake of getting your cartoon ended, because Monkadini 2 has no equal. And I do find it strange, all of a sudden, Monkadini 2 and his nephew dropped this cartoon show. The Head Ice dropped it. It seems to me like some copycatting going on here. It was never no talk about a show with him before.
It's funny you mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned that. Just to interject for one statement. Now, for those that don't know, Kid Dangerous and Head Ice battled before. Do you think, Kid Dangerous, that maybe during that battle, was there possibly, maybe he caught wind of this cartoon show, and then he's like, that could be something that the Wolf could do? Ice. Do you think that maybe? Do you think that that's probably where it started, or do you think it started maybe after that battle? What's your thoughts on that?
I think, you know, I feel like this. I feel like, that could have definitely been by him battling DNA 2 nephew, you know what I'm saying, and everything, absolutely. And I also feel like, to me, by watching his cartoon show, that it's really not much to it, honestly. It seems very generic. And also with these battle rap dudes. Oh, well, hold on. I know Head Ice. Hold on. Head Ice straight Monkadini 2. Man, what that? Oh, boy, I'm a slap. Man, ain't nobody gonna be threatening my Uncle DNA too, man. Nah, I'm gonna punish him. I'm finna get at him. No, ain't nobody playing my Uncle DNA too. Oh no, I'm getting head ice. I'm finna lay him out. Oh no, I want to slap him. I'm gonna beat the crap out that nasty thing. He gonna try to threaten my Uncle DNA too. I ain't playing with nobody. Oh no, I'm handling that. So you get off of this. And that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm.
Real quick. No, and this is for
frustrated.
This actually for DNA 2's nephew and also for DNA 2. Do you think now that it would be a good idea in future episodes to possibly address this whole head ice thing and how head ice possibly, allegedly, might be copying this cartoon idea from y'all? Should that be addressed in the episode, or do you just want to do this another way? What's your thoughts on that?
Whatever my Uncle DNA Tooth want to do as far as I follow my uncle. Like I said, it's up for head ice. You know what I'm saying? Like this the reality. What people got to understand. Like when it come to my Uncle DNA Tooth, I don't care if you DNA Tooth nephew's son. I don't care if you DNA Tooth nephew daughter. I will destroy whoever it is when it come to my Uncle DNA Tooth. I don't care who you is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And DNA Tooth nephew told his mama that the other night. When it come to my Uncle DNA Tooth, I'm not playing with nobody. I don't care if you DNA Tooth nephew daughter. I don't care if you DNA Tooth nephew son. I will destroy you. You will never disrespect my Uncle DNA too or try to beef my Uncle DNA too. Like I don't play about my uncle, period. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, head ice better be better be understanding, man, what it's finna be. You know what I'm saying? Because you see what I'm saying? Because see, and what's crazy about it is these battle rappers, bro, like Head Ice and all them, they suck bad. You know what I'm saying? That's the even more terrible part. That shit is garbage. Like you got Reefer Rail. You know what I'm saying? Head Ice told me he stole. Yeah, I know Uncle Denny too. I'm gonna handle Head Ice. I'm gonna punish him. I'm gonna handle him because I ain't playing about you, Uncle Denny too, with nobody. And like I said, you know what I'm saying? These battle rappers, bro, these mainstays battle rappers suck. I seen that old garbage ass shit that Head Ice, that shit was garbage, man. That shit was doo-doo. He was up there, man. He had Easy the smack up captain and his stuff and all that. Man, that stuff was straight trash. That stuff, they have no energy to none of that. And then you trying to use battle rap. Man, these dudes don't even know how to have skill. All they think about, how gangster can I be today? You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So like I said, man, yeah, we gonna address that because that's trashy. Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's just really terrible. And then it's like when it come to these dudes, some of these industry dudes, they bow down and don't want to rap against them. You know what I'm saying? Look what old boy doing to him with Jay Mills, how he bullying the coach, he bullying them boys. Like, that's crazy. Them boys scared to step to him or something. Because he done called out Goods, A-Verb. I'm tired of, DNA 2 nephew, tired of A-Verb talking about he connected to power. Tired of all of that stuff, talking about what the fuck he talking about. You know what I mean? It's awful, man. You got J2 running around here, that nasty thing. You know what I'm saying? It's time for the culture to be reset, man. A lot of stuff got to get up out of here, man. It's got to go. You know what I'm saying? And when DNA 2 nephew make that debut, because of Uncle DNA 2 nephew finna be more iconic than Lux, Mook, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell the league owners, don't bring that nasty thing J2 around DNA2 nephew because I'm going to smack him. He better not do no interview around me because I'm going to break that shit up. I'm going to smack that boy because he's pure nasty. That's a shame. We got that nasty thing running around here breathing our air like that. Make me mad, bro. I want to smack Head Ice, man. Like, I'm finna get on it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And just to catch the audience up what we're talking about, Head Ice as we speak now, and this is not about stirring the pot or going crazy. But Head Ice does have a cartoon show, and it's just what we're addressing is DNA 2's nephew, Kyd Dangerous. Salute to both of them. Sorry, it's DNA 2's nephew, Kyd Dangerous, and DNA 2. Excuse me. They have been planning this show as confirmed in this interview through chat and through conversation. They have been planning and nurturing this cartoon show ever since the beginning of 2025. To be specific, we first heard about it in February. Yeah, we got Kyd Dangerous here. He can confirm that. We got the receipts for that. So after that, and this is according to DNA 2, that Head Ice did tell DNA 2 right here. You see it on the screen that he stole the idea. So because the thing about it is he watches virtual.
He watches virtual battle rap. He watches it, bro. Like he watches it from afar. Just like when they steal bars from us, on main stage and bars come up getting stolen, they do that regularly. They steal from us regularly. This is not something that just came out. This is something they do regularly. And Head Ice was sitting back, ear hustling on virtual platform, looking to what he can steal. And that's what it was. That's right. That's exactly that's what the main stage guys do. They all got a bunch of ghostwriters. They stealing from us. That's all they do, man. They're not original in one aspect. I mean, that's terrible. That first of all, you know what I'm saying? DNA2 Nephew feel like this. Head Ice, man, that shit Head Ice need to stop. She need to be deleted. That shit terrible. That stuff ain't going nowhere because first of all, you got a bunch of boring, non-promoting battle rappers on your stuff. First of all, that's the biggest mistake. You got Easy the Block Captain. Like, what a joke. What is that? What is that? That is crazy. That stuff ain't gonna have no energy.
Hold on. Hey, Kid Dangerous, just thought about this. Wasn't Easy the Block Captain and Head Ice? Weren't they supposed to battle and Head Ice is the one that no-showed Easy? Didn't that happen in 2025?
Yep.
So hold on.
No-showed it.
So just to really paint this picture. So how does Easy and Head Ice get together to do this cartoon show, but no-show the battle? That is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And we also have from Dangster. We also have from Dangster when it comes to the origin of when different outlets heard about this. Dangster, by the way, salute to Dangster. Dangster is confirming that she heard about it November 2024. That Kid Dangerous was talking about this cartoon. So our channel heard it February 2025. Dangster, according to this, heard this November 2024. So we're talking almost 24 months. Almost, kinda, around 24 months that this has been in planning. And keep in mind, not November, not December, not January. Sorry, not November, not December 2024, not January, all the way 2025. Was there no Head Ice cartoon until Kid Dangerous comes out? Then there's a Head Ice cartoon.
Yeah, because it all goes back to what they do regularly. Like I said, they steal all the time. That's all main stage battlers do. They steal bars from us. They steal all kind of stuff, and that's a fact. Right.
Hey, just to read this comment. Apologize for interrupting, but this is all going with the story. So just want to let everyone know. Rock, this is from DNA2 directly. Rock, the last interview Head Ice did with Hip Hop Is Real, Kid Dangerous cartoon was playing in the background. So we have this. So the DNA2, be sure to subscribe to DNA2. We have this whole storyline. Kid Dangerous and Head Ice has battled before. After this, Kid Dangerous reaches out to Dangster, sues the Dangster, to Rock Files, reaches out to, if not mistaken, King Cole also, and says, hey, I'm doing this cartoon. They plan it, they implement it, and now we have right here that the last interview Head Ice did with Hip Hop Is Real, Kid Dangerous cartoon was playing in the background, and can guarantee you that there was no Head Ice cartoon that was even premiered during that last interview. Yeah. Now, look, all of this is circumstantial. We don't got direct confirmation from Head Ice that said, yeah, I saw Kid Dangerous motivated. But we are going to state very clearly here that it is rather coincidental and possibly weird, actually very weird, that after all this planning, Kid Dangerous has this whole, and y'all can subscribe to the channel and see all when the first video is released and all that. Only when Kid Dangerous has his cartoon show, all of a sudden here comes Head Ice. And salute to Cole go ahead.
Yeah, well, everything my Monkey DNA2 says is beyond the truth, because that's what these battle rappers do. That's all they do is steal. And the problem is it's terrible because they've made the culture so bad that it's atrocious. They promoting all these no-shows. A lot of these battle rappers on the main shit should have been out of here already. I don't even know why they keep booking them. Somebody said the other day, you keep booking people like Twerk and all them, they influencing this kind of behavior, and it's really terrible. Like the organic aspect of battle rap is dying because you got stuff like this going on. That's really a shame. It's really sad, and it seems to be what's bringing the detriment to battle rap.
You know what? That's a strong point because as we sit here now, and we're just going to be honest. Right now, the only thing about battle rap even being spoken about is maybe a couple, like, I guess you can call them independent league battles here and there, but it's the diss tracks. Oh, okay. So we got this from DNA2 says, ask Kyd Dangerous would he box Head Ice in person? Also DNA2 mentions, he should call out Head Ice.
Oh, hey, Uncle Dini too. That's right. Whatever you want your nephew to do, absolutely. I knock that old thing out. Your nephew will knock him out. Your nephew will punish him. He gonna say stop. Hey, that's gonna say stop. And then Dini too never gonna say no. I ain't stopping nothing. I said I'm gonna do dental work. Dini too never gonna get them boxing gloves gonna be dental work. Boy, hey, the team gonna be broken.
and you know what? And Kyd Dangerous did mention very well about how mainstream battle rap has consistently stolen from not just virtual battle rap, but definitely from virtual battle rap, but also from other battlers too. I mean, look, how many accusations of ghostwriting do we have on mainstream battle rap? How many accusations of team writing, recycling do we have on virtual battle rap? You know what we don't have? The only allegation we had even close in virtual battle rap that was even close to ghostwriting or team writing was when somebody would read in a battle. But at least they're reading their own lyrics. We got a situation where these individuals are they're not just proud of it, they defend it.
Yep,
they
defend it. Yep.
it.
But you know, Dini too nephew, also want to say this is not a new thing because it's always been rumored. The whole reality is these battle rap groups get together and they take bars from each other. They all been writing with each other. That's why they would talk about these different groups or whatever, because that's pretty much what was going on. Like you know, saying like certain people were writing like Tay Rock and Serve. Man, them boys was doing that, you know. But it's sad that they're really proud of it and they defending it. It's really, really sad. And it's like, you know, you got people like Lux and Mook condemning this, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the ones that just like don't care. And that goes to show you if they defend ghostwriting, right? And they defending all this filthy behavior, then you know they're not gonna care about showing up for battles and really getting busy and showcasing their talent. It's almost like they really shouldn't be mentioned among the greats. Like Surf got a ghostwriter, he should come down. Like he should not be number one when it come to rapping or nothing, because that's really sad, because he'd be quick to say that he's beyond somebody on virtual. You know he would. He'd say, oh, I average all these views, but what about your pen? So, but like I said, like when we seen him in certain environments with the no crowd, he did hard, like he couldn't make it, man. Like, so yeah, it's time to start putting people where they at. You got a ghostwriter, you don't need to be here. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to be sectionalized in something else. That's terrible.
You know what, Kyd Dangerous, you just highlighted something that was going to be a surprise question, but we're going to get to it right now. What's your
right?
I mean, when it comes to this discussion about YouTube views, right? Social media views and followers, isn't all this stuff fake anyway? I mean, let's be honest. When it comes to okay, so let's do this. Someone puts a battle on YouTube. YouTube gives it numbers that they say are these numbers, and then you have a whole like a social status thing about it. Well, my battle dropped, it got 1 million views. My battle dropped, it got 300,000. Do they really know? Because isn't the YouTube views, and we're just asking your take on this, isn't YouTube views as fake as the lyrics that these battle rappers say, the mainstream battle raps say anyway? Like, how do we know?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, because the thing about it is it's a lot of buying views going on. It's a lot of you know, scandalous things going on with those views. Like, it's not a lot. None of that's organic. A lot of that comes from it comes from other ways. That's not, you know, it's a lot of weird stuff. It's a lot of cheating going on in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? The original criteria was to showcase your talent. And these dudes they want to cheat instead of saying, you know what, let me go home and write. Wouldn't that make sense? Like, you see how because the only thing that they really care about in this culture is who's the most gangster. And that mentality, that authentic battle rap garbage has to go, because it's not doing nothing. It has stunted the growth of battle rap. So a lot of times they don't want to put energy into writing. They don't respect the craft. If they respect the craft, they wouldn't do the stuff they be doing. You would have for a person to sit up there and to praise ghostwriting and to praise all of these views. First of all, the original criteria was to show who was nicer than who. And it's just really sad that a person got to go through all of this to get a battle. Man, that's ridiculous. What is the purpose for to have new competition and to have new people with skill come along if they're gonna have to deal with the foolishness? Because it's making it harder for a person to be here. Oh, well, I have more views than you in this. Okay, sir, we understand you got your name, my brother. We understand to a certain degree. But at the end of the day, surf is overrated too in a lot of ways. Because at the end of the day, I mean, come on, man, let's talk about it. Let's be honest. If you take that crowd out of that situation with him and JC, right, and you just go off of straight bars, and it's just them and they bars, JC's gonna win. It's only because he was doing he had crowd control, and that's fine. But that main stage version of battle rap has hurt the culture. It has, bro. It's leaving bad impressions because you got investors being ran out of here. Sponsors don't feel comfortable investing into these events anymore and these battlers because they feel threatened. That's a shame. You should never have to feel that way in a professional environment. And I'm letting everybody know, like, if you think you're gonna put your hands on DNA2 Nephew when DNA2 Nephew start battling person, you ain't gonna do it. DNA2 Nephew will throw hot grits on your ass and your skin gonna burn. You is not gonna be touching. You're not getting no touch. So all in, and DNA2 Nephew told him that don't be bringing my uncle up in no battles because we not rapping. I'm punching you on the gate. Don't bring it. Don't do it because I'm telling you, I'm DNA2 Nephew gonna moving all fast and punching stuff. Don't do none of that because I mean that's the problem, and it's a shame that the culture has revolved to that. So all these views, right? This is the things, Files. Mm-hmm. With all of these views, right? Why? Yeah. Are there not any network companies being in here? Then think about we hadn't had a big network company deal since Caffeine. So if Surfing Them is really generating all these views, what you don't see any Netflixes being in here, you don't see any Adult Swim, you don't see none of those network companies coming to invest into this culture. With all these views, you would think with all these views, okay, well, where are the network deals at then? Where are the $1 million deals at? We ain't seen one since Caffeine. And then Netflix doesn't want to be bothered with this because they feel intimidated. And then Eminem, right? Look at Eminem. Wow, you notice he went to Netflix to go and battle. He didn't come to the actual culture because he didn't want to be bothered with the foolishness. And battle rap has to be reset. It has to, the rules and regulations have to change. Because if not, it's always going to suffer financially. That's why the money everything is drying up because of the lack of promotion, the lack of skill, not knowing how to do business. All that is hurting battle rap, and it's showing it. It shows every day. Twerk should have been out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these dudes who do the stuff they do, man, they should have been gone. They shouldn't even be booking. They keep booking that man. That man gonna keep stealing deposits. How many times have we heard Twerk say he wasn't gonna no show and take deposit? He didn't done it. All he do is lie. Why you keep booking him? Come on, man. Why they keep booking him? And then they won't get mad when he runs off with their money. That's because y'all keep booking him.
You know what's interesting? There was all this, man. Hey, y'all better subscribe to Kyd Dangerous DNA2 Nephew YouTube channel. It's called the same name as you see here. Because everything Kyd Dangerous just said is not only on point, it's public information. Let's go here. Now, it was said on many platforms in 2026, if so-and-so had 500,000 views, 1 million views, whatever, they would probably get a deal or signed, right? As we sit here, how many of these battle rappers have any sort of deal, sponsorship or whatever? And now we ain't just talking about their own company. We're talking about any sort of motion, any sort of thing like that. Oh, here you go. Pablo right on cue, because this goes right with the comments. Salute to Pablo. Be sure to subscribe to Unscripted Logic and Paul Picasso. Clips went on the 3-season run of not having third rounds, and no one cared. Exactly. And let's go here. It's strange, Kyd Dangerous. This is for the audience too.
Right.
It's strange that when Caffeine was going, it was exposed by many channels. Adept HNIC, Piper Boy exposed it. Oh my gosh, the list is long. We can't go over it. Those are two ones. I think HB2 Uncompromised Radio exposed it. Anyway, it was exposed that those Caffeine views were fake. And it was discovered that they were fake because of who was running the Caffeine site. Also, it was discovered that they were fake because no further deals would translate from Caffeine to other platforms or other tangible negotiative things. Just to put it simply, no other No other case in point. Pepsi Cola can't really say, well, your 14 million views on caffeine translated to 14 million people. They couldn't say that. And ready for this? That's the same thing happening with battle rap in YouTube. Yet, strangely enough, in YouTube, these views and subscribers have automatically been called authentic when, quite frankly, even Google has said a lot of them are not. It goes right. It goes right what Kyd Dangerous just said. If these were these million view thing, look, and even take a look at URL for a minute. Look at URL. URL decided to sacrifice a 1 million member subscribed channel to go to an app that absolutely no one cares about. That tells you right there how valueless YouTube views are, and if they are so authentic, where is the progression? That's what Kyd Dangerous was just talking about. Where's the progression? Right. It'd be one thing, like you know, just to go here and then let Kyd Dangerous respond. Last point. It'll be one thing if somebody's like, well, look, I you know, think about like a pizza shop. I'm at a pizza shop. I've sold this many amount of pizzas, and we have this much amount of customer base, proven through receipts, proven through business exchange. Now there'll be maybe somebody else says, well, look, I run a restaurant. Now you can do on consignment your product here because we know your product has a tangible draw. We know your product will follow. Who is following anything from YouTube? And what proves the authenticity of YouTube views, of YouTube subscribers?
Right. And what's crazy about it is 2 files is that right with all the years, and then you're right how they jump from there. If these views really matter, they wouldn't have jumped to no app. But it goes to show you that they're not making the income and it's not lining up to what they claim they've been worth. And on top of that, look at something, right? They claim they was making what? To 30 grand a battle on caffeine, right? Well, wouldn't it would have made sense for wouldn't it would have made sense for that money to accumulate to where they could have got bigger deals? They haven't had any more deals since caffeine. And then here's the thing: Netflix doesn't really, you know, they've kind of had dealings with them, but the mentality, the professionalism that they got didn't land them a deal, because Beasley said it himself that they have struggled to get other deals, including with Netflix. So I mean, it didn't, with all the money they claim. And here's the thing: how much money did Drake spend? Because from what Beasley said that Drake, you know, wasn't worried about spending anymore because, you know, apparently he spent a whole bunch of money, you know, and it didn't really accumulate. And then he told them certain matches that would have been good, but they chose to ignore it, right? And then you had Remy Ma. She felt as though like she lost over 10 grand, even just off a lot of the female bash. She felt she lost a lot of money in this culture. So I mean, that is the truth. You're going to take a financial loss when you deal with battle rap because of the people in it. So yeah, absolutely. That man, ain't nothing equivalent. They ain't getting no deals out of anything. And it's really sad with all of these big time battlers. We don't see none of that. We ain't seeing no network companies coming here saying, look, ain't nobody getting signed. You know what I'm saying? We're not seeing it. We're seeing a whole bunch of buffoonery. And reality is it ain't hitting on nothing. That's the truth of the situation. If URL truly is the Mecca. And here's another thing. By getting rid of Norbs, I really do felt it hurt their talent. I feel like it even hurt potential people that could bring them network deals, and we'll never know now because they got rid of the man who created URL, made it what it was. So when you take out the one who really made it what it was, and his in the genius mentality that he had, the company's going to suffer, and they've been suffering ever since Norbs and beat them in court and took his money, and they lost him. They took a huge loss, a big loss when he, you know, when they fired him and got rid of him. That really hurt the company, because here's the reality: you don't have the talent anymore. Like a lot of these new guys, they suck. Let's call it what it is. They're terrible. They got no personality. They boring. You know, T-Top was bringing up to DNA2 Nephew about how he wants to try to get DNA2 Nephew in person because he feels the culture is dying. But I mean, like DNA2 Nephew told him, it's because of the talent. It's just not what it is. It's awful. And a lot of these dudes, I mean, they don't have nothing. A lot of them shouldn't even be allowed to battle because they don't have the it factor. So the battle rap culture is going to continue to suffer until things are reset. And if all of these views is really helping people, why don't everybody that do battle rap have $1 million right now? Apparently these bigger names, if they living off these bigger name battlers, then we would all be financially set. But battle rap is not even to a point to where you can fully rely upon it yet. But all these guys got all these views. Oh, Surf, Hitman claim Hitman battled the dude named he didn't battle people and their careers didn't get any bigger. I mean, respectfully, I mean, come on now, let's call it. We didn't had mainstream artists come over here and battle, and the culture still not bigger than what it's supposed to be. Everybody thought when Eminem was coming into the culture with Total Slaughter, which was a great move, but it didn't bring battle rap to where it need to be. Drake came in here, Cassidy, you've had a lot of returns, and it's just not going. It's battle rap still is it's still struggling financially. So that's the question. Why is that going on? We got all these big names coming in here. That'll tell them someday. You have to know the culture. You got to know what works and what don't work. And battle rap needs guidance to where it can grow. And it's not getting the guys it needs. That's why it's not growing like it's supposed to be.
You would think, you know what, let's even take another look at this. And after this, we'll go ahead and wrap the interview up and salute the Kid Dangerous for showing up. But we're going to go here. We're just going to go here. Not only is battle rap struggling, listen, here's the big thing that's not even being discussed with battle rap. And this is just straight up. It's one thing if something is kind of in a rut and has not progressed. Battle rap has digressed. It has fallen further down. In other words, it's gotten worse. Look at this. If you were to combine just all of these supposed views on YouTube, and we're saying supposed because we don't know, no matter what type of tricky word of algorithm that is said through Google, no matter what type of hype that individuals want to put with these views and subscribers, no one knows, because you don't control their algorithm and you do not control what they count as a view. You don't even control where they put these views or whatever. You don't even control who sees what. They count some, they don't count some. Here's the deal right here. Since 2024 to now, you've had URL say there's no money in battle rap. You've had RBE say that. KOTD has said that. You've also had far less events from all three of them. And if we go further than that, if you go to Gates of the Garden, if you go to We Go Hard, if you go to whomever, we've had a lot of these battle rap leagues. Yes, they still throw events, salute to that, but a lot of those have went down. Even on the Trenches card as we speak now, that is went down. Where's Chrome 23? The point is saying, if you look, it's not just the view of battle rap. As far as the battle rapper, it's the view, these supposed views and subscribers. It's the supposed views and subscribers of battle rap in general. You would think combining these views would save this whole quote unquote industry. Not only has it not saved it, Kid Dangerous, it actually has went down. So if all this stuff is supposed to be legitimate on any social media platform, and if all these views are supposed to mean so much, then that means battle rap would have a swing. Wait, one more thing, but I almost forgot this one. You take a look at Hitman. You mentioned Hitman Holla, salute to that. Hitman Holla, Charlie Clips, Conceited, those three. Those three, they did get signed. They got signed to Incredible Gang, as we know, for Wild and Out, right? Ready for this?
Right.
If that was so hot, they did bring others on there. How come those three, as we sit now, are the only ones signed? And ready for this? They didn't get signed for doing battle rap. Has there ever been a Wild and Out sponsored battle rap event? No. You know why? Because they're owned by Viacom, and Viacom is only going to invest in things that they see as, this is public information, Viacom will only invest in things that they see as profitable. They have completely stated, and if we have to get the article, we can. They have completely stated battle rap is not profitable. Not only did Viacom say that, not only did Smack and Beasley say that, not only did ARP say that, not only did Organic say that, Charlie Clips said that, Conceited said that, and Hitman Holla said that. These are three individuals that because of battle rap, you get signed to Incredible Gang. No one else gets signed to that because they're not doing the comedy mixed in with battle rap on that particular show.
And Master, may I add, I'm sorry.
Please add. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
DNA2 Nephew. I also want to say that Wildin' Out, if you look at the battle rap that they're doing, that's not battle rap. That's not legit. That is a battle rap based upon entertainment. So look at the type of battle rap that they're doing. That is purely entertainment that's going on. So you're right. So traditional battle rap is not profitable. That's what they're doing. And the battle rap that they're doing, any battle rap that goes to that gets big like that, I can guarantee you it won't be the battle rap that that's based upon skill. It's gonna be battle rap that's purely entertainment. And that's what is going on. It's a circus right now. So that's exactly what Wildin' Out is. And that's what they have done with it. They say, you know, we're gonna have a playful version of it where it's not skill, it's nothing but entertainment and antics. And that's clearly what's going on with it. And certain battlers, you know, their names have gotten bigger because of the antics and entertainment. Like you said, certain battlers have become dangerous because look at Daylight, right? Daylight is top 5 of all time, but Daylight also got his name up more by the antics and the entertainment and the parody stuff that he did. So that makes him very dangerous because he's unpredictable.
100%. And let's go further. And after this, we'll wrap it up. And if anyone want to come up later, you know, before we complete the show, that's fine. But listen, right. Nick Cannon on that show for the past 20, let's just go 20 seasons or more. We'll keep it there. 20 seasons or more. Ready for this? Nick Cannon, whenever it comes to that wild style, and yes, we do watch the show. The show is entertaining to a degree. Whatever you think of the show, you think of the show. But ready for this? He even says battle rap, but over here we focus on the jokes. So,
yep.
If you got your main face saying that, that tells you exactly. Keep in mind, that has not changed since season 1 of Wildin' Out, all the way to season 22, 21, or 20, whatever they're on right now. The point in bringing that up to this conversation is that when we talk about where battle rap is and where battle rap can go, guys, battle rap is in a lot of ways, and here's the bottom line. Here's the mic drop moment. Battle rap is fake. Battle rap is fake. Their business model is fake. Even with their criteria of how they assess value as far as views and subscribers is bloodthirsty fakeness. Even the battle rap talent is fake. We've already discussed that. We're not going to rehash. Most of them are not the type of images that they act and say that they are. They're plants. We've already said that. That's already been confirmed on multiple channels. We don't have to do that. That's been confirmed since freaking 2019. We can move on. The point is saying all of this, if battle rap, and this is one thing that Kyd Dangerous and Rock Files will agree on, amongst many, is that for battle rap to be even remotely getting off its deathbed, it would have to be reset, rebranded, and it'll have to be rejuvenated with a whole different style, a whole different look, and a whole different everything. That's the point of us even having this. Look, everybody, go ahead. No, please go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
Yeah. And what I want to say is one of the ways that you can really revive battle rap is if you come in here with the energy that Cassidy had before he battled Goods. If that energy comes back and battle rappers start bringing that back, then we can get that essence back. But as of right now, it's in trouble. The energy is gone. You know what I'm saying? And really, a lot of people was relying upon that Cassidy battle with Easy to be the one. But it's like even now, Cassidy has a struggling low key to really bring that energy back because the culture is just not. It's pretty much like you say on his deathbed. So it's gonna really need some real energy to come in here. Energetic battlers and MCs to come in here and really provide that energy because right now it's looking bad right now. And you know they want DNA2 Nephew to step out in person, but I'm only gonna do this. I'm only gonna do that if my Uncle DNA2 says it. But I'm gonna tell you this: if DNA2 Nephew does step out in person, and my Uncle DNA2 has that, you know, a lot of these main stage battles are gonna be in trouble because one of the things that DNA2 Nephew does because of his uncle, which is purely he does everything amazing, is entertainment. So you got to be careful with a battler like me because of who I represent with my uncle, because I could take the spotlight from Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, because at the end of the day, people are getting tired of the same old stuff over and over. People are tired of people showing up. And look at something, right? Quick point. You got all these talented MCs like Rum Nitty and all them, but they get overlooked because at the end of the day, bars will only go so far. So it's going to be up to the battles and the culture as a whole to really become more creative and bring different avenues that generate skill. If not, the culture is gonna always be in this dire need for more. It's always gonna lack. And it's a lot of lacking aspects that is not presented because the right MCs are not here. We know categorized. If you categorize the culture, you'll have some of everything. The ones that do entertainment, bars, but the problem is everybody's worried about who's more authentic than who. So like I said, with that mentality, it's going to continue to hurt the culture. So yeah, that's what DNA2 Nephew want to say. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Uncle DNA2, man. My Uncle DNA2 was the greatest. We got more episodes coming. Shout out to you, Rock Files, man, for having me. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Files. You buddy.
No. It's all good. No, it's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, you have tuned in tonight to Rock Talk episode 9. You heard the interview with DNA2 Nephew Kyd Dangerous. You got, wow. Not only did you get the cartoon show where you can find the cartoon show. For those that missed it, you know, once we do our closeout, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and by the way, wait a minute before we go. Kyd Dangerous, go ahead and list the resume of battlers that you have battled, just to go ahead and paint the picture properly. So who have you battled? Okay. Go right ahead.
Okay, yeah. Well, DNA2 Nephew. First, I want to say DNA2 Nephew does have a battle with Murder Mook that's going to be up soon. Calico. I have up and coming battles like those coming up, but DNA2 Nephew has battled like the Hollow the Dines, the Rum Nitties, the T-Tops, the Cortezes, the Young Cannons, the Head Ices, the Sagas, the B-Dots, the XLs. The A-Wars, the Losos, DNA2 Nephew has battled the Danny Myers, the Young Cannons. DNA2 Nephew has battled the Chef Trezes, the Holmesley, the Gods. DNA2 Nephew has battled the So Severe. DNA2 Nephew has battled the Steam, the Glue Easies. DNA2 Nephew has battled it's so many more that DNA2 Nephew has had. Oh, the Rosenberg Ross of the world. DNA2 Nephew has battled different entities like that, you know what I'm saying? So and etc. And the list goes on. But DNA2 Nephew has other battles. You'll see DNA2 Nephew take on a Calico or Murder Mook in the future. So just be looking out for that, you know what I mean? So there's other matches that we're going to be doing. So yes, sir.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for DNA2 Nephew Kyd Dangerous. Look, in a couple days, C3 versus Nightmare J Pyro and Swaggy versus Skittles will be dropping on, what's the channel again?
On the Lyrical Arts. And I want to say one more thing, Foz, before we get out of here. I know you were saying that you said there was a consensus that people felt like Innovate and Rio was like the end games of battle rap. But DNA2 Nephew want to say like as far as it go, Innovate has one of the best pens and Rio has a great resume, but DNA2 Nephew is above the Mount Rushmore stuff. Because let's be honest, if you take it to an entertainment level and DNA2 Nephew is going to kill both of them respectfully. And don't talk about rapping. DNA2 Nephew can beat any MC. And let's be honest, right? Has DNA2 Nephew lost to anybody actually on virtual that's not the main stage guys DNA2 Nephew has swept, but let's just go off the virtual people. How many virtual battles you think have given DNA2 Nephew a hard time? You can't list none. Because look, Gullah didn't do it, Robs didn't do it, Taflo didn't do it, a lot of them guys didn't do it. I mean, you put DNA2 Nephew up against a lot of these virtual cats and they cooked. So I mean that's just the true fact. Everybody thought, oh, Gullah, this and that, and you see what DNA2 Nephew did to him. So imagine what I would do with an Innovator or Rio. Imagine what DNA2 Nephew would do to them. And DNA2 Nephew is so dangerous that you don't know what kind of style I'm gonna use. So I mean, that's all I want to say. Yep, conclude on that.
No. Salute. And also, so that's gonna be on the Lyrical Arts channel. It's gonna be on the Lyrical Arts channel in a couple days. C3 versus Nightmare J Pyro, Swaggy versus Skittles, 2 1-round battles, 60 seconds per round. Be sure to check that out if you want to check. And also, again, DNA2 Nephew Kyd Dangerous does have his cartoon. He has his cartoon show live on his channel. There is a pending deal as confirmed publicly with Seth MacFarlane, with the company that books a lot of that. So don't be surprised when you'll see this, show up soon. All right. Again, much respect to DNA2 Kyd Dangerous, the DNA2 Nephew Kyd Dangerous. Salute the DNA2. Man, appreciate it, man. Salute,
man. Thank you.
Oh. Nah. We much appreciate it. That is so. Look, we're gonna drop the code. We welcome responses. Now, keep in mind something. There was a lot here. There's a lot to unpack, you know. And granted, a lot of it was about battle rap. Please keep in mind, you know, for those that say, well, now there's some stuff we disagree. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. But keep in mind the perspective that it comes from, because it all depends on, okay, so we'll start with virtual Rushmore, right? Virtual Rushmore. Virtual Rushmore, any Rushmore, has a lot of different criteria to adjust. Case in point, obviously, we asked the question, who was virtual Rushmore and all that good stuff. Pablo got a great response. Real didn't, but Innovate did. And also, let's see, Pablo, Innovate. Oh, and Clip Corleone. Clip Corleone. No. Hey, Fro cool. No. That's not what we do here. If we all takes are welcome. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come up. You know, you can hit the panel. What did you agree with? What didn't you agree with? And you can go ahead and describe your perspective on that. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. But just keep in mind something. If we look at virtual battle rap through certain criteria, because Kyd Dangerous, and by the way, salute to everyone that came in the chat, Kyd Dangerous was basically saying, if we're going by entertainment, that Kyd Dangerous has a strong case for being a virtual battle rap Rushmore. Now, keep in mind that virtual battle rap Rushmore isn't necessarily about who you like or who is the best at skill. It could be about who are the 4 faces of virtual battle rap. That could be most popular, and you can measure popular in many different ways. That could be also most skilled. Here's Pablo. Here's Pablo mentioning Kyd Dangerous has the best resume in virtual. You know, and that's where we get to the Rio Nkosi type of situation. Rio Nkosi was one of the first faces of virtual battle rap. That's where we get to the Innovate. Innovate's one of the first, faces of virtual battle rap. So that's virtual battle rap. Then the state of virtual battle rap, if you notice, the state of virtual battle rap is eerily similar to the state of battle rap in general, as been said over and over on this channel, right? Because battle rap is trash now, and so is virtual battle rap. And both are basically in the same position. Listen, your next event, see, Jason M., talk about it. Going off entertainment value, him and Infamous, virtual Rushmore. And also, let's go here. One way to take a look at a Rushmore is, okay, if you walk out in the streets, or if you're walking in YouTube, whatever you want to call it, YouTube streets, social media streets, actual streets, whatever. If you say virtual battle rap, who will be the first names talked about? Now, look, we've done this ourselves over here. Clip Corleone name kept coming up. Innovates, those Clip Corleone and Innovate are the 2 names that kept coming up just by walking in the streets of Detroit. Don't get it wrong. A lot of people say, what the heck is virtual battle rap? That was also a response. But Clip Corleone and Innovate were the 2 main names of those that even knew what virtual battle rap was. Those 2 names kept coming up just by just by talking in actual streets, the glorified outside, right? Sigmosh. Kyd Dangerous battles have more views than, okay. So, hey, Maze and Sigmosh, y'all might have to battle. We may have to do something about that. Sigmosh and Maze talking heavy. So that's one thing to think about. Let's go to the state of virtual battle. And honestly, someone even said from IG, Rock, what's the point of talking about the state of battle rap and virtual battle? We know that both of those are dead. And that's the point of talking about it. They're dead, right? Now, don't get it wrong. There's still battles being booked. There's still talent to be seen. But think about what it is and where it is. Think about the effect and the response it's had from anybody. Know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. Most of now when battle rap is being booked or virtual battle rap is being booked, you know what the response has been on all these battles? Who cares? That has been the response. You got Swamp that's going to be battling Kid Slade. Raise your hand if you care. Don't get it wrong. Interested, halfway, curious, but not going to stop anything over here to go break down the battle. Sharon versus Disaster may have been exactly Pablo. Real quick, as far as battle rap Rushmore, Pablo Picasso picked apart. People don't understand what Mount Rushmore even means, though. It's not who you think is the best. Exactly. It's who are the faces. Who are the main faces. Also, it could be another way of looking at it, Pablo, is that it could be who are the main contributors of that. Like, look, take a look at Mount Rushmore of the United States. Right? Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, and Teddy Roosevelt. Alexander Hamilton is the best at what? Not really. Teddy Roosevelt definitely of his generation was the best president, but it wasn't just about his presidency that he's a Mount Rushmore. Now, George Washington, he's the first. He was not the best president at all. Honestly, all these presidents suck, to be honest with you, because they're politicians, but that's a whole different discussion. We won't go there. Pablo mentions it's also not just about who's been around, either it's about impact. And Pablo, that goes to your case for virtual Rushmore, honestly. I mean, dog, you hit the ground running, battle and clip, and have a debatable in your first round, in your first battle. Yo, then you win, not just by someone's opinion, not just by someone's social club. You legitimately win through data and through a voting process to both awards. You won the virtual battle rap champion and you won the V Cody. Who else has done it? In every other season, more than likely, it has been like, well, it's debatable. It could be this or that. Even in 2024, right? In 2024, it was split. Pyro, clip, pyro, pyro, clip, pyro. So split that those who went pyro got dragged by those who went clip. And those who went clip, da-da-da. Here's Pablo sitting here. And keep in mind, here's another way to think about it. Pablo might be the last V Cody and virtual battle rap champion you have. Because how else are we going to get a virtual battle rap champion for 2026? Will there even be a virtual battle rap champion for 2026? Maybe not. So Pablo could be your very last virtual battle rap champion and your last V Cody. Possibly. Don't know. Here's May. Oh, no, Dangster. Let's get Dangster. Here's Pablo. So to me, Seizure goes up there. We mentioned Seizure. Actually, Pablo, I think you were in a chat. I want to say it was 3 lives ago. We said, what's the case for Seizure? What's the case for Seizure as a virtual battle rap? I mean, this guy's only main evented a lot of the main virtual battle rap cards. What's his win-loss record? Not just that, his style. And it didn't Seizure in a lot of ways kind of initiate, not by himself, of course. Salute to Adept. Salute to Adept for the Never Forget series, right? Wasn't Seizure like a main cog in rejuvenating that series? And look, say what you want about Adept and Yo-Yo, etc. But those were some of your most major cards in virtual battle rap history, along with Yo-Yo with World Sport Battlegrounds. That has to be considered if those battlers were main attractions and main reasons for those cards to go off. So there's a case we can discuss Seizure. Right now, we got 3, at least this channel and a consensus has 3 faces of virtual battle rap Rushmore, right? Clip Corleone, Innovate, Pablo. Who's the 4th? Kyd Dangerous went ahead and stated his case. It's a compelling case based off of that entertainment criteria and resume. Again, it's about face. Now we get to Dangster. That's why my comment earlier was, no matter what anyone says, my impact has been phenomenal. Dangster has had an impact. The only thing that would probably hold Dangster back would be, does Dangster have the longevity? Pablo has longevity and impact. Does Dangster have enough longevity? It's something to be discussed. We can discuss it. Maze. Kids talking to itself, right? Right. There's levels, bro. There's a lot more work to do. Okay. Oh, as far as 6 Miles versus Maze. Okay. Pablo mentions and Body of the Year, virtual history. Not just that. Pablo is sitting there bodying Rio Nicosi. And amongst the other accolades, it's not just that, well, you just saying that Pablo should be a virtual Rushmore because he bodied Rio. No. Look at the other stuff that Pablo did. There is a case. Okay. Pablo mentions Last of the Mohicans. Okay. Yep. And here's Jason M. We definitely got to get to this. Is a great point. Impact. No one can't talk. No one has had more impact than Luke Kane, Midnight Madness, RBE, Got Y'all Paid. So let's go there. Let's go there, Jason. Impact. See, this is where we get to the criteria of how we satisfy that fourth position of virtual Rushmore. Luke Kane. Now, the thing is, that would have to be measured, possibly at least, against other things Luke Kane did in the ring. Which one holds more water? Now, that doesn't take away from Luke Kane as far as getting people paid, but it becomes a point counterpoint. Is Luke Kane one of the virtual battle rap Rushmores? And Impact, Luke Kane, Midnight Man. But wait, now we have to get to what other impact has Luke Kane had. Is that enough? Now, I ain't gonna front. That's pretty compelling. Luke Kane, Midnight Madness, RBE, Got Y'all Paid, Got Y'all Money. How about this? What about the battler that attracted most of the interest to even have Money on the Floor? It could be that Money on the Floor battles will save battle rap, because honestly, what battle rapper now is worth paying straight up? Okay, promo king for Luke Kane. And guess what? Jason M. That also, if we put the promo part of it, what about Viral Money? I mean, Viral Money is one of your best promoters out here when it comes to being virtual battle rapper. See, now we're having the discussion. Okay, who else we got? Mosh, okay. Whoa, not sure about that, Pablo. Luke Kane's impact was stealing draws. He's made no impact in virtual. Him bringing the RBE and also bringing the element to have money in virtual battle rap is impact up. Now, wait. It's interesting when we mention impact, because impact could be positive or negative, right? But ready for this. That negative, and look, it's been stated over and over on many Crash Out panels. Salute to Crisis. Crisis even mentioned it's drama. By the way, be sure to subscribe to Crack Stream Crisis. It's drama that books battles. Luke Kane was a sought-after battle rapper for stealing them draws. That's impact. Is that virtual Rushmore? We'll talk about it. Okay. One. Still draws hilarious. Time capsule. ENT. Maze. Okay, so Pablo mentions Viral over Lou, but who's y'all? His impact was on the couch. He lives on it. That's all. He didn't win a single battle. Never mind. Wait a minute, Pablo. Lou did win a battle. Lou won against Reaper Rail on Hoodology Unlimited. Yeah, on Hoodology Unlimited. Salute to Cheeks. He won that. He was also performing. He was performing tonight on there also, and he had Battle of the Night. So that's one card he did do that on. So he has won that. Now, how many other cards has he had? But see now, wait a minute. You know, isn't it interesting how Rio is not even a thought? Like there's a case for Rio. Rio ended badly in virtual battle rap, and virtual battle rap is dead. Rio Nicosi ended badly, but let's keep it $1. Rio's one of the first faces. Rio had a very strong presence in virtual battle rap and did a lot for virtual battle rap. There's a case. Maze mentions, respectfully, I'm one of the best promoters. Maze did promote well, Social and Social Assassin versus Maze promoted that well. Maze did what he could with the battle with him and No Need. It didn't get traction probably because of the No Need name, and at that moment it wasn't really. And plus, honestly, the platform didn't do much to help y'all. Maze was basically doing that himself. He tried. No Need did a little bit, but that's before No Need really got into his promoter bag and had a character and started turning up. That's before that. But see, Maze, the thing would be, does Maze have enough battles and enough traction to be a virtual Rushmore? That might, it's kind of the days. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, back on the stage. And this the post show. This the post show. Kyd Dangerous back in the building. Go right ahead, Kyd Dangerous.
Hey, DNA2 Nephew, just want to say, look, Maze, man, don't get 30'd out here, man. We, you know what I'm saying? I see you trying to throw shots at the Tube Nephew, man. We know DNA2 Nephew gonna make your resume good, man. Don't get 30, man. You know what I'm saying? We know we put money on the floor, you know what I'm saying? And Uncle DNA2, first of all, he give the approval. You know, you might get the battle. You know what I'm saying? But Maze, don't get destroyed out here, man. Don't have DNA2 Nephew clean you up, man. You never get booked again. You know what I'm saying? I know you up there hating. I know, man. Dude, I know. But you know what I'm saying? You know who the king is, man. I can't believe Big Maze, man. Maze, what you doing, bro?
Hey, but look, and real quick, Kyd Dangerous. If battles are to be okay, so obviously you got the lyrical arts battle. Sorry, the lyrical arts platform. Meant to say platform. You got the lyrical arts platform that books battles. You got Jiggy Battle League that books battles. Should some of these battles, and this is up to DNA2, and this is just brainstorming. Should some of these battles be booked, money on the floor? Should they be booked on DNA2 channel?
Yeah, Mocha DNA2, absolutely. Mocha DNA2 is gonna get everybody there, absolutely. That'll be where it's at. And like I said, Maze, man, you know what I'm saying? If Mocha DNA2 give the approval, you know what I'm saying, if something come up, you know what I'm saying, you might get your in-game battle, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you just need to just try to get better and whoever you clearly beat, you know what I'm saying? Like whoever you clearly 30, I'm still trying to figure out, man. And I'm not talking about McDonald's. Like I said, Maze, you got to get your name up, man. DNA2 Nephew the greatest, man.
So Maze has stated it in chat, and this is public information now. That's the battle Maze will consider, Maze versus Kyd Dangerous on DNA2 channel.
I'm gonna tell you this. Hey, you don't want no Mocha DNA2 channel, boy, because you ain't gonna get that one, boy. You gonna die badly. But I mean, absolutely, Mocha DNA2 want it over there. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Mocha DNA2 make the decision when his nephew battles, and if he gives the approval and he want to do it, hey, Maze, get your casket ready, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never getting booked again.
So Maze mentions the battle he had against VVS. This is public information. He did 30 VVS. Now,
hey,
are you familiar with that battle, Kyd Dangerous?
No, I'm not. Is that I heard a little, Tube Nephew heard a little something, but now let me say this. Has Maze took on a Rum Nitty? Has Maze took on a I just 30 Pyro in the last jiggy we did, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, DNA2 Nephew, clearly 30 Pyro, the champion of the year. That means a lot more than what he's talking about, respectfully. DNA2 Nephew has went through wars, clearly 30 head ice and have 30 vets in this. Come on, Maze. You can't compare to me, bro. You trying to bring up Toys R Us names compared to the greatest? Come on, Maze. DNA2 Nephew just pretty much 30 Pyro, who was the champion of the year on the virtual. That ain't what you talking about. It's nothing but a bunch of Google Gaga stuff. Blah, blah, blah. The DNA2 Nephew has went to war with the most dangerous pins in the game.
You know what?
Come on, man.
This might... Dangster mentions this. Rock, the footage lives on your... Okay, just be sure, Dangster, you're talking about on your 2 Times channel? Because if you're talking about I Got Motion Podcast, that channel has since, that's a no longer channel. But Yo 2 Times is back on WordSport Battleground. Salute to that. Is that the channel?
For what? For the Pyro?
Not for... I don't think for Pyro. No, because that battle's on another one. Oh, okay.
Right.
So, all right. So Dangster, just go ahead and clarify the statement. That's cool. Just clarify. I can't talk. Just clarify the statement. But you know what? Here's an exclusive, right? And even Kyd Dangerous don't know this. There has been a lot of talk like, well, Rock, why don't you do some battles on your channel? Gonna tell you this. Here's the reason why it might not happen on this channel. First of all, it would be a whole different judging system. Second of all, Rock ain't paying nobody no money. All the money gonna come from money on the floor. Ain't paying y'all nothing. Not out of anything. Why not? just to be clear, why Rock? How come maybe you get the company to pay some money and do all this stuff? We ain't paying no money in advance. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Have been watching virtual battle rap forever. Okay, and y'all battlers, when money get paid to y'all have the worst financial handling and the worst media training ever. And gonna tell you flat out, if that happened over here, man, y'all might end up going bankrupt and homeless messing around over here. So to eliminate all that, it has to be money on the floor. Go ahead, Kid Dangerous. My fault. Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, what Dangster was saying about what footage, what one of my DNA2 nephew past battles, she said something about footage.
There it is. Yeah, we got it right here, Kid Dangerous. We got it right there. Okay, cool. So just to clarify, Dangster's talking about, I'm saying I got 2 footage proof traction ain't there for Maze. Oh, so that's for Maze. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. You know, Dangster is one of the greatest female battlers on virtual, the greatest female virtual battler. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Maze, bro, you just don't line up to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You keep bringing up these wins, but, you know, we got wins against champions around here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Maze, you know, what you're trying to bring up is just not it. You're not even in the conversation for in-game on virtual. You hear Pablo name brought up. Innovate, yours truly, DNA2 nephew. Your name ain't brought up in nothing, and it's pretty sad, Maze. You know, you have not done nothing in virtual. So, like I said, man, the Uncle DNA2 want me to destroy you. You know, Uncle DNA2 gotta do is give me the okay, and the battle will go down, and you won't get booked again. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, DNA2 nephew has a track record of destroying virtual MCs. So you just be added to the list. That's all Uncle DNA2 gotta tell me is to battle you, and it's up. You done. You out of here. Come on, man. You go.
You know what?
You can't handle me, man. Pause.
You know, you good. Kid Dangerous actually just, you know what? These interviews with certain personalities, that might help to rejuvenate an interest.
Yep.
So Maze. So Kid Dangerous has done his interview. It was a fire interview, by the way. Just gotta say that this interview was fire. There's so many golden moments of this interview. Salute to that. Maze. We might have to do an interview. We haven't did an interview, Maze. We might have to do an interview on this channel. And also, you're more than welcome to, you know, simulcast it on your channel too. So, Maze, you know, you got a lot of things coming up. We may have to set up an interview. Maybe get your response to a lot of this. Because here's what interviews do. Now interviews generated interest. You know, that's going to be your moment. Y'all saw how the interview goes over here. It's going to be, hey, we're going to ask a question. But you get the... Oh, no, go ahead, Kid Dangerous, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay, I'm gonna ask you an actual question. Does Maze line up to Innovate? Who, if right now, if you're going off your predictions, who are the fans in virtual gonna go with? You can be honest. You know, give your opinion as a fan. Who would you go with out of Innovate Maze? And I'm gonna tell you exactly. You know, you want me to answer it.
Yeah. Respectfully, it's gonna go Innovate for a couple reasons. Yeah,
and let me also say,
it's not just skill though, but it's not just skill. It's gonna go Innovate because Innovate track record, Innovate's work, Innovate is somebody that now that he's been doing stuff outside of battle rap now. Outside of battle rap, all it would take is one interview. And if Innovate shows that hunger and passion, that's going to boost up him he's going to be the A side of that battle, bottom line.
Okay, so also, I want my bet. I was about to also.
No, you got it.
Yeah. Same thing with Pablo versus Maze. Everybody knows Pablo's going to win clearly. There's nobody going to pick Maze over Pablo. So what I'm trying to put a point out is Maze is not in the league of anybody elite. First of all, that's pretty sad to say that he's supposed to be. I don't know what he called himself doing. So that just proves my point that he is not elite in anything as far as battling goes, because he's not beating Innovate, he's not beating Pablo, he's not beating DNA2 nephew. So it's kind of putting him in a way where he needs to kind of realize that this virtual thing, bro, you just not the king of, bro. And you talking about you undefeated in book battles. Maze, you brought up a name. Okay, Maze, let me ask you a question. How many battles, bro? You're gonna lose. I guarantee you right now, if somebody put money on the floor, you do not go 3-0. You're not beating Pablo, you're not beating Innovate. If they book Innovate versus you versus Pablo, and my Uncle DNA2 give you the approval to battle DNA2 nephew, yours truly, you do not go 3-0. You're going to be 0-3. And we can put a bet on that. We can bet money and everything. You will not beat not one name that I just mentioned, that DNA2 Nephew just mentioned. You ain't beating. No, you can't do that, bro. You would die each battle. So let's stop playing games. Let's call it what it is. You're on drugs if you believe that. I'm asking you, Maze, what kind of medication are you on that makes you think, well, you would die badly? You would never even get booked again. You're not beating out one of those names. Like, so that shows you a lot about you, Maze. Like, come on, bro. You will be out of here. You'll be dead. Your career be dead.
You're bringing up a really, really good point here. So you're basically saying Maze has got to get the weight up, is what you're saying. Like Maze has got to battle more top tier names, and then all of a sudden the conversation. Because okay, if we take a look at VVS, we take a look at Social, we take a look at VVS, Social, and No Need. Those are the main battles of records we have. And honestly, we're actually fighting to have the No Need battle included. The Rock Files channel and Boss Entertainment Group Detroit, all of us consider the No Need battle a battle. But usually what will happen is when it goes to other platforms, they'll take the No Need battle away from because it was shown on Instagram and all that. But we're going to consider it. No Need, Social, VVS 100. It seems like, and this is for Maze, and Maze will probably be down to do it. Maze, you might have to, and look, Maze, if these battles are to happen, you might have to go like a Rapper, a Stoned, then this is a gauntlet. You have to go Rapper, a Stoned, Reek Ruger, Innovate, then Pablo. And not sure if that could be completed in 2026 because of scheduling. But Maze, if you were to go 2-2, 3-1 against, let's repeat the names, please. If you were to go against, I don't lose the train of thought. Hold on. If you were to go against Rapper or Stoned, salute to Rapper Stone. He watches the show, salute to Rapper Stone. If you go against Rapper or Stoned, Reek Ruger, and that's what these guys would do. But Rapper Stone, Reek Ruger, Innovate, then Pablo. It would have to go like that. Yeah,
and also, if you get the privilege, and my Uncle DNA2 get the privilege, then you could try to go DNA2 Nephew if he gives my Uncle DNA2 get the privilege. But I guarantee you're losing all those battles, Maze. You're not beating out one of those names, especially when it comes to Innovate and Pablo and DNA2 Nephew, man. You're not winning none of those. You can't match the entertainment, the energy, the pen of none of that. This name, your career would be dead. So you just better focus on trying to get better or survive, because I don't know what you call yourself doing, but you ain't even mentioned as far as in-game goes. So that shows you, bro, like, sadness.
So we want
to, bro.
HB2N is bringing up kind of what we're going with, to where like 3 battles. And keep in mind, and HB2N, yeah. And HB2N, you're more than welcome. We have the code in the chat. You're more than welcome to come up. Just want to ask a quick question. HB2N, do you consider the Maze versus No Need a battle? Because the battles we're counting is No Need versus Maze, VBS 100, and we're counting the Social Assassin. So, how would you count those battles? Because we count those 3 battles. We know we understand and we respect other platforms that don't. And it seems like Maze is now in a position similar to where Froku was, to where Froku has to step up in competition. Maze got to step in competition now. Maze got to step in competition. Maze has got to step up now. Our suggestion, just brainstorming, will be Rapper or Stone, and Maze want to get to your comment in a minute. Rapper or Stone, Reek Ruger, Innovate, then Pablo. It seemed like those are the next 4 battles for him to have. If not Rapper Stone, someone like a Rapper Stone. If it's not a Rapper Stone, maybe it could be. Wow, I don't think Loso will even battle, but Loso's further ahead. If not a Rapper Stone, then it could be losing my mind. It could be Abysmal. Okay, here we go. Here's HB2N's answer. Yeah. And that's where we're kind of getting at. HB2N mentions Froku did a lot in one season though. Maze doesn't battle enough to get a KD battle. And that's why HB2N we're suggesting that these 4 battles, the 4 battles that's being suggested would be all through 2026. Yeah. So it's kind of setting up a similar path to what HB2N is talking about as far as having that type of trajectory. And and that would kind of solve the Maze didn't battle enough to get KD battle. Oh wow. King Infamous has a better resume than Maze. Yeah, King Infamous, Battle P Black, Crisis, Brain Fart. P Black, Crisis. Oh yeah, he battled on Cheeks card. Was that Crisis? That wasn't Crisis. Oh, that was Crisis. Yeah, that was Crisis. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and Kid Dangerous. Right. Apologies. All right. Brain fart. Okay. So, yeah, Jason M. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. Maze mentions I got 400 songs. I'm a mix and master engineer. I just don't battle rap. I'm a musician who battles. Okay. Jason M responds, Maze, to hell with them songs, you gonna battle. Yeah. In order to okay, there we go. HB2N, appreciate that. He battled Kid Dangerous 2 and Baby D. So Baby D Kid. So that's 4. Oh, I got it. 4 battles versus 3 battles. Boom. And Maze, when it comes to the battles that were had on like EBL and other places like that, what you could do, see, but those are audio battles. And with audio battles, they're not going to hold as much weight as virtual battles where you're cammed up. And yes, no doubt. Here's the non-cam up guy talking about camming up. Well, see, the non-cam up guy is a blogger, but for battle rappers, yeah, you're going to have to cam up to get these things. You know? So it's HB2. By the way, real quick, be sure to subscribe to HB2N Nation. Much appreciated. Subscribe, share the channel, all the good stuff. You know, all the good stuff. Yeah, just to be clear, because there's been some weird stuff asking. Of course, absolutely, we watch HB2N Nation. That's public record. It's very entertaining. Very entertaining. Yeah. Be sure to watch HB2N Nation. Of course, are you kidding? Yeah. Salute to the honestly probably the only legitimate couple in battle rap. HB2N and Early Ray. They won Early Ray. Now we rock with that. What else we got? Wait a minute. HB2N mentions it's sad, but Dankster has a better resume than Maze. HB2N, Dankster's resume is better than a lot of battle rappers. Honestly. Like, the resume is there. You know? Eli, Supernova, and look, multiple platforms too, HB2N. Supernova, Eli, Danny Myers, Latin Pain. Multiple platforms. It isn't when we say multiple, we got to clear something up. When we say multiple platforms, we're not discounting the platforms, we're adding to all of their value. Jason M mentions half her resume is in the vault somewhere. Yeah, to this day, Dankster. And Dankster, right, we talk, but man, that Supernova versus Dankster battle should have been vaulted. But look, it's not vaulted, so therefore it's a part of the resume. Salute to Dankster. Dankster's resume, 5 battles too? 5 battles? Nah, man. And look, hey, what's HB? HB2N, if you're still in here, hold on a minute. HB2N. Dankster's more competitive than Maze 2. HB2N. Just want to get your take on this. And again, the code is in the chat. The code is in the chat. You're more than welcome. If not a problem. HB2N, is QP an in-game virtual battle rapper? Yes or no? Because if we're using Dankster's resume that holds up, we're using Kid Dangerous' resume that really holds up. Look at QP's resume and look at QP's battle. Look at his win-loss record. Wouldn't QP be an in-game battle rapper? We're asking HB2N because he covered. Yeah, okay, there it is. Salute to that. Yeah, I mean, and HB2N answering the question, absolutely. Because HB2N, the reason why we're asking and we're having a discussion about it is because whenever we bring up QP, there are those that's like, well, nah, QP is outside. We don't consider him virtual. And look, it is big virtual. Got it. Not mad at that. But the guy has double-digit battles against all the top-tier names, and a lot of them he got out of here. That's got to count. I mean, if we're going to be doing this, we got to be objective. And we got to have at least some more stable criteria. QP. Now, here's one for you. Since we're discussing virtual battle rap, salute to HB2 win. Okay, so Maze mentions QP fire, yeah. And that's in case you wonder, that's why QP had consideration for being a virtual battle rap Rushmore. For those that's tuning in, you did miss the interview, fire interview with Kyd Dangerous, man. We're gonna have to post up some clips on that. A lot of jewels were dropped, a lot of exclusive was dropped. Kyd Dangerous went crazy in that interview. So bear with us. Y'all already know we're on tour. Getting back to the discussion. Is QP more of an in-game battle rapper than Rio Nkosi? This is not to disrespect Rio. We're advocating for Rio to get more consideration for being a virtual battle rap Rushmore. But if we're comparing the two, who's more of a virtual battle rap Rushmore? Because we got three, FYI. We got three faces, right? We got Pablo as a face. We got Innovate as a face and Clip as a face. We're trying to get the fourth face of virtual battle rap Rushmore. Okay, so May says, yeah, no respect to Rio, though. Okay, so that's one for saying QP is more of a virtual Rushmore or in-game than our Rio, okay? ENT, oh, my bad. Salute to Mr. Oh, man. Salute to Mr. ENT. Be sure to subscribe to Mr. ENT on YouTube. We should have said that when you first got in the room, got caught up in the conversation. ENT mentions, QP definitely outside of the virtual battle rap. Oh, yeah. But it's not. But look, QP is also inside with the virtual battle rap. How is somebody that has 9, I think now 10? Yeah, he has to. Yeah. He just battled. He battled Prez Mafia. That was his 10th battle. And look what was just said. He battles Prez Mafia. Prez Mafia is outside, but the battle happened in virtual. Was it a good battle? No, it was a bad battle, but he still did it. And look, QP battling Loso, Innovate, QP battling Clip, QP battling Prez Mafia. That's just 5 of them, yo. Okay, so ENT definitely has said, okay, I meant one of the Rushmores. So Mr. ENT is saying that QP is one of the Rushmores. This fourth face is very difficult. So many cases out here for who is virtual battle rap Rushmore. Again, we got 3 faces. And it's not just by the community post either. We've had chats about this, and we're going to continue to have chats about it up until we go ahead and lock it down. But the 3 faces we have, Innovate, Clip, Pablo Picasso. And this is a virtual battle rap Rushmore for all, forever. Yo 2 Times has gotten consideration. It seems like Yo 2 Times as a virtual battle rapper doesn't quite measure up to those 3, and there's others, okay? Not mad at this. So May says it depends on how you look at it. I say the 4 who was there in the beginning and that started it. That's kind of dangerous though, Maze. Because if you just look at those who started, what do you do for those that got them out of here and did more battles than them? There's those that started in virtual battle rap that don't have a lot of battles anymore. Or if they have a lot of battles, a lot of those battles in one period, and there's others that surpassed them. It'll be tough to just let that be the main criteria for virtual Rushmore, honestly. It'd be a little bit tough to do that. Not mad at the criteria, but we probably have to have something else to go with that. You know. Here's something else to consider. The case for Danny Myers. Is Danny Myers, because if QP is an in-game, now Danny Myers, we know Danny Myers will battle the chicken on a farm, right? But Danny Myers, he has at least 7 virtual battles. He's battled the top names, but he also duck battles too. But then that duck was clarified. Got it. Maze mentions. Yeah, that is okay. So that's not the only criteria. So Maze is saying that criteria will go with other criteria. So yeah, and that's where the case for Rio goes. And obviously, Danny Myers had some of the first battles in virtual battle rap too. This fourth face is going. This fourth face is going to be very difficult to lock down, and there's going to be argument. No matter who the fourth face is for virtual Rushmore, there's going to be arguments against that fourth face. It doesn't seem like there's any arguments against these 3. What we may have to do is just put it on the community post and put it in groups and do kind of like an elimination tournament of it all. All right, everybody. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to check out Kyd Dangerous. Oh, well, hold on. So, me personally, it's the four most impactful It's the four most impactful figures who define the culture. And that's where we get to the interesting dilemma. Impact. Look, HB2 brought up King Infamous. King Infamous has had impact. He has four battles. That may not be enough. Someone brought up Dangster. But not just Dangster, but someone else brought up Dangster. Dangster's been around 2024, 2026. That may not be enough longevity. Again, going back to Rio. Rio's one of the starters, one innovator. He was considered an in-game battler from 2020? Yeah, 2020 all the way to 2025, 24. 4 seasons of being an in-game battler, but the way it ended is one of those how it started, how it ended situations. Yikes. Does that take away from Rio's legacy of virtual battle rap? Clip is pretty much solidified. He was there since he was one of the ones since the beginning. Simple as that. And then keep in mind, there hasn't been a long history of virtual battle rap. You're talking about 2019-20 to 2026. It's interesting. You know what? Maze and Sick Mosh, y'all gonna have to battle, man. They're gonna have to battle. You both are, you're talking a lot. Or how about this? Maybe you want to think about it, both of y'all. Maybe you want to think about it. Hey, we asked Maze. Maze said that Sick Mosh got to get his work up. Real quick question before we get out of here. Sick Mosh, would you battle Maze? Sick Mosh, would you battle Maze? Because here's Sick Mosh. Sick Mosh is in the chat. So to Sick Mosh, be sure to subscribe to Sick Mosh. Would you battle Maze? This is a very, very interesting statement here. You're a dealership dreamer, just capping for attention. VBO's King Troll with imaginary commissions. That's actually a bar. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So Sick Mosh, before we get out of here, would you battle Maze? That's why this interview was so good. It's starting to get a little bit more interesting back to battles. Who wants to battle? Because right now, it ain't battles really. It's diss tracks. Diss tracks are the battle. Because let's be honest. You go to J Mill. Okay. Oh, by the way, let's play this real quick before we get out of here. Yeah. We got a hold of this. Hold on a minute. Hold on, let it slow boil. I hope we got it. I hope we saved it. Please, did we save it? Please, did we get it? Yes, we did. We can't play it all. Well, maybe we can. It's kind of a long song. But maybe we can play it all. All right, hold on a minute. Jason, we got you. We're just going to have to play the second half of it. All right. Jason M already has a prediction. Maze would smoke Sick Mosh, in my opinion. Okay. So Maze is confirming that Sick Mosh will have to get his work up. Sick Mosh, would you battle Maze? All right. Okay. Maze mentioned Jason. He won't listen. They gonna learn as far as Maze versus Sick Mosh. I'll be honest with you. Speaking as an analyst, let's see the battle. Here's why. And of course, see the battle when y'all both want to do it. Sick Mosh has really only lost a battle when it was toward the beginning of his virtual battle rap career and when his Wi-Fi wasn't on point. It's a style clash. Let's see what a motivating Sick Mosh does. And let's see, look, Maze, if you can sit down to Sick Mosh and say, look, levels, that's going to really boost the interest. That's going to really boost the interest in you battling these other guys. Rapper Stone and or honestly, well, I don't know if Shake Taylor even battles virtually anymore. I think salute to Barry to Death. I think he's over there outside mostly, and that's fine. That would rejuvenate the interest to see you battle, others. Like if you were just a smoke Sick Mosh, there you go. And if Sick Mosh was to all of a sudden have a great performance against you and smoke, let's say Sick Mosh smokes Maze. Let's say it happens. Then maybe Sick Mosh gets some looks. Maybe that'll help rejuvenate virtual battle rap. If now, of course, who would host the battles and all that. You still do have HB2 win with uncompromised battle league. Maze mentions Yo 2 times put me versus Stone, and he backed out after 5 days of me writing. So that means that battle should be. That means depending on what battle that battle could be rebooked in. That battle could be rebooked. If a Stone wants to do it, and if not a Stone, it could be somebody else. Someone like maybe a Trado, maybe a Trado, Jay Normus. Okay, right on. That's 100%. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, that's 100% right. That's why VVS happened. Cool. Sick Mosh. Okay, well, you ain't moving units. You're just moving your jaw VN number fake. You can't even prove who you are. Sick Mosh, would you battle Maze? You talking heavy in the chat. Would you battle Maze? Just asking a question. And after this, we're gonna play this song and get up out of here. No, but this is a really good live. Again, yes, we've already had someone asked. Yeah, we already interviewed Kyd Dangerous, DNA2 Nephew. The cartoon is out. We're going to be posting some clips of this interview. Wasn't a very long interview. It was a very information-packed interview. Very entertaining. Salute to Kyd Dangerous. Kyd Dangerous was crazy in the interview. Oh yeah, salute to that. Okay. Maze mentioned silent speaks volumes, right? Salute. Gotta respect it. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, gonna play this right trailer. Yeah. Cassidy just dropped the diss track. Look, we were the channel that first got a hold of Papoose diss track. This one is probably just on par with it. Cassidy went crazy in this diss track. They're going to say in advance, there's a couple outdated references here. Y'all know how Cassidy do, but overall, Cassidy went crazy. This song is called Cassidy Don't Play With Me. This is the lyric video. This is on Cassidy Bars Is Back TV. We're not going to be able to play all of it. We're going to play what we can. Salute to Cassidy. Be sure to subscribe to Cassidy Bars Is Back TV. Hey. Let's see. Okay. We're going to try to play 3 minutes of it. Hopefully we don't. This is fair use. This is a reaction video. It's commentary. Hopefully that helps. All right. Cassidy, Don't Play With Me. Here we go.
Don't play with me. I'm not gonna lie. Niggas ain't seen nobody this consistent since Pac was alive. Every day I'm in the booth with it. Niggas can't fuck with me, man. I've been saying that. I've been taking it light, but now Bars Is Back. Niggas got me fucked up. I got my knife. I keep something in the cut with me. Don't fuck with me. Got a grip on my hip and some more on the truck with me. It's up with me. I got my chopper, bitch, chopper the K with me. It stay with me. You about to get shot, better watch what you say to me. Don't play with me. My feet was on land and I ran with a steppers beat. Don't step to me. Bitch, it's not a secret, I keep it on deck with me. Respectfully. I got my chopper, bitch, chopper the K with me. It stay with me. You about to get shot, better watch what you say to me. Don't play with me. Nigga, don't play hype. I always punch or play fight. You could get a wake at the gravesite. I draw it in your face, broad daylight. Plenty of late nights. We seen him flipping and getting his cake right. Now when he way white, he need the scale that they use for the great whites. King Bao need to take flight. Instead of a kick then a straight right, he trying to battle cats instead of battle rap. He should try to set up a Jake fight. When I broad, I try choking. I poking and face bites. I face life and I didn't tell. Rats sitting cells with upstate mice. Grinding nothing to take light. With they on going for a great price, but it take life. That fentanyl will kill you faster than snake bites. I'm not stopping no brake lights. I'm not copping no fake ice. I'm not rocking rocking no fake mics. My block popping, I break night. They not popping, that's fake hype. My clock popping, let's shake dice. Could get dramatic when I sit in traffic. I be with the ratchetest date night, right? I'm in a different zone. Bullets could go through your skin and then hit a bone. If I ever give a loan and don't get it back, I send cats to that nigga home. If they hit a nigga phone, email or send some type text, and they got it back for what they need promoted, I'ma seize the moment like Rex. These battle rappers be choking up and then they need a moment like chess. I'm good as fuck when I'm cooking up, but I don't need opponents like Chef. Mic check. Easy as finish, right? I know what carry a chrome in the trenches like. It hurt when that nigga bite. He know what getting them bands in the dentist like. I got that nigga tight. Pat with Clarissa, that nigga not finna fight. Rim letting men come and spend the night. He not a G, we can see now it's in the light. I use a pen and write. Rex won the check, talking all this crap. But last time I ran down on him, I almost gave him a heart attack. I fought the cats, but I'm back. Look, my rap book is an artifact. When artists rap, they be cheating, but now bars is back, they sound weak as fuck. Every time Verb in the spaces, he not silent, he speaking up. He be tweeting, but don't got shit to say in the studio when the beat is up. They not keeping up, so I be rhyming slow, but got the kind of flow where I can speed it up. I got a lot to do, I'm unstoppable. Tyrese Maxey when he heating up. If your speakers up and you not this, you probably think that this the apocalypse. They can't say that life not a bitch. She burnt all green with a pot of grits. I'm not a snitch, I don't talk to cops. I never gave a fuck like a foster pop. I'm unorthodox, but always right. Before I let it ring, I was taught to box. Bars. I got my knife, I keep something in the cut with me. Don't fuck with me. Got a grip on my hip and some more in the truck with me. It's up with me. I got my chopper, bitch, I bought the K with me. It stay with me. You about to get shot, better watch what you say to me. Don't play with me. My feet was on land and I ran with a stepper's beat. Don't step to me. Bitch, it's not a secret, I keep it on deck with me. Respectfully. I got my chopper, bitch, I bought the K with me. It stay with me. You about to get shot, better watch what you say to me.
The first part of this, we're going to play the second part. Obviously, we got to stop it when we can. The first part of this is what a diss track is supposed to be. Notice it's not very fast, but he is direct in the attack and he's talking heavy. Think about all the people. He got Rex in there, King Bow in there, he got Daylight in there. Okay? This is what we're talking about. Let's go to the next part. And so far, no outdated references in that first part. Cassidy talking. Let's go.
Don't play with me. I never saw a loss. I'm not trying to guess at a Holocaust. But off top like Big Baby Godiva wigs been falling off. Her diss whack and her lips chap. You can smell her breath when that bitch rap. I spit crack and it looked like that bitch on some, so I'm on one. I'm a diss back. She a has-been. She got bad skin and her lips black. This a mismatch. If she get dragged, that'll have Jazz on a dispatch. She got the type of tits that's in a long distance relationship. The bitch can't get that lace to stick and her makeup need to make a switch. She in a dirty ass house with her ass out when she taking pics. But guys won't fly her to Dubai cause basically she a basic bitch. With cans up, I would take a risk. I manned up and ain't break a snitch. My band's up is from making hits. The bitch stand up when she take a piss. Face it, bitch, you look rough. Do push-ups and get waist to lift. Bitch, I knew I couldn't trust you by your knuckles when you make a fist. Take a trip to Colombia, get your tits lift and get new teeth. Your new cheeks and fucking liposuction a hill in a few weeks. When you speak, it remind me of that nigga Martin and Blue Streak. Them two teeth right in the front is brown now. Fuck you, eat. No, you can't go to my studio, cause ho, you too weak.
So y'all caught the Blue Street reference, Martin and Blue Street? That's outdated. Let's keep it moving.
Shoes cheap and your clothes trash. Ain't nobody signing your old ass. I saw a picture on Instagram where you were showing your whole ass, and it only had like 20 likes. Wanna feature, bitch, get your money right. And your tummy tight. You fame chase, but you mustn't study the game tapes. You and my dog got the same face, and I saw your stomach. You gained.
You and my dog got the same face. That's go, Cassidy, go.
popping, you name dropping, you name nothing, you name Drake. I gave my head to a zip of meth and he grabbed his weapon, he named Drake. My name straight, my jacket clean, no mustard on it, my ratchet clean, no bodies on it. I ain't probably on it, my ratchet steam, I'm on gasoline. No Vaseline, but I'm talking greasy. I seen you die when I had a dream. Your whole life is a nightmare. You acting mean cause you ain't got nice hair. Is my mic clear? You might tear, but I'ma keep it a beanbag. You look like Black Hakeem dad, and we can see your hygiene bag. All my battles I seen bags. All your battles I seen trash. And battle rappers could pop you easy. Takeem dad, I'm team mad. When they see that green grass, they start bucking and grass hop. Just stop. They should make you the abortion clinic mascot.
Just stop. They should make you the abortion clinic mascot. Yikes! That's how you diss somebody. That's how you diss somebody. Let's keep it going.
Get that pussy infested with germs. Get that pussy infected, it burns. She got a kid, but that's why it's dead now. Get that pussy rejecting the sperm. I was never concerned. She not a threat, she gon' definitely learn. This bitch reaching is deceased. I'm happy she requested a turn. I got my knife, I keep something to cut with me. Don't fuck with me.
And of course, it takes the hook out. If you want to see this diss track in its entirety, this is how you diss somebody. Well, Rob, you talking about how you diss somebody, but when you were rapping against Daddy, dog, that was a virtual battle rap, man. Let it go. Got to say this about that Duck and Danny thing real quick. And we're going to go ahead and let you know where to find Cassidy Minute. Just got to say this. This is why we don't really care too much about response. Because the same ones that had the shock value of, oh, a blogger is outside and all this stuff, all of a sudden, man, that song was trash. You didn't say that at first. Look, think what you want. You're entitled to it. Just going to say that it's interesting how narratives change when the shock effect wears off. Just saying. But nah, to find Cassidy and find this track, it is live on YouTube. It is the lyric video. It's the lyric video. Hold on a minute. All right, there we go. Boom. It's on Cassidy's YouTube channel, Cassidy Bars is Back TV. Cassidy Bars is Back TV. Exactly, Maze. The Danny song did what it was supposed to. Because before that Danny song was released, and salute to Adept HNIC, he had a contest going. Nobody was doing nothing. Maze. Adept put money up to this, when it was started. Again, salute to Danny Myers, all that's been cleared up. We're just talking about the situation of the diss track. When Adept put the money up, literally nobody submitted anything. Then that song drops. It does what it does. And then, Rap Ref goes off, does his thing. Gangsta goes off, does her thing. Salute to that. But it's like nobody was stepping out before that song dropped. Now, of course, it was rushed. Whatever thought about the song. Maze, exactly. That Danny song did what it was supposed to do. Now, look. The question was asked about that Danny song way back. And the question was like, well, Rock, man, do you feel like you put your best effort toward it? Absolutely not. It was to get the point across. Don't play with virtual battle rap. And it basically addressed Danny Myers all the way through it. Different aspects of Danny Myers. That's all. That's it. That's all. And let's be honest. There's a certain style of rapping that Rock will do that will not have certain words in it that will distract some individuals. That's fine. Look, whatever. But that's all it was supposed to do was get the ball rolling. Like, okay, nobody else gonna step up. Fine. Here's something. That's what it was. Honestly, if you notice, others played that song more than we did on this channel. We played other people's stuff. Anyway. But now, to go back to this video real quick. Yeah. To go into the video, go to Cassidy Bars is Back TV. Cassidy Don't Play With Me is the name of the song. It's the lyric video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button as we will do right. Okay, we'll do this again. Boom. Boom. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. You know what it is. You know what it is. Look, everybody, appreciate y'all for hanging out, for chilling with us. All that good stuff. Appreciate y'all for enjoying the interview with Kyd Dangerous. Salute to Maze. Salute to Mr. ENT. Salute to King Cole, DNA Tooth. Wow. The HB2 win dropped through. Let's keep it going. Salute to Jason M. Sheesh. Hold on. We're trying to get everybody in. Salute. It keeps doing this. Hold up. Salute to Dankster. Rep myself with myself. King Cole. Get your bars up. Media. Salute to everybody that came through. Bunny. And if we got you, just know that we didn't forget you. Simple as that. You know, salute to everybody. Yes, we'll see y'all next week. It's going to be a crazy week. We got more tour stuff to do, but we're here for battle rap, man. And look, be sure to subscribe to Kyd Dangerous DNA 2 Nephew channel to see all of the trailers, to see all of the episodes of the upcoming. Again, it's like a cartoon. It's like a cartoon multiverse, all about Angryville. All right, it is, and look, it's independently produced by Kyd Dangerous, DNA 2 Nephew, and DNA 2. Salute to the Tooth. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the Tooth, what are you doing, dog? Oh, ENT mentioned Rock Yellow. Hey, that's my line. Ah, man, my bad. Don't want to steal no logos. Don't want to steal no logos, no slogans. Okay. But now I appreciate everybody. And of course, protect your peace, protect your foundation, protect your sanity, protect energy. Not everything got to be about drama. Stay safe, stay strong, stay sane. Salute everybody for checking out the interview. Yes, and yes, wait, real quick answer. We will start doing some lives about our commercials we have. That's way overdue. Well, that's way overdue. You know, just have an entertainment conversation about it. Rock Sports will be coming back. And NBA playoffs started. Oh, by the way, Lakers, you got swept again. We're better than you. Anyway, protect your peace, protect your foundation, protect your sanity, stay safe, stay strong, stay sane. And as we usually say, right about now, rock on, rock out.
Tomorrow, Monday, March 23rd at 11:30 p.m., live on the Rock Files, DNA Tooth Nephew Kyd Dangerous gets interviewed about his brand new cartoon show, The State of Battle Rap, the state of virtual battle rap, who is virtual battle rap Rushmore, and even never before heard information about upcoming battles that have just gotten booked and those high-impact matchups. This is definitely a can't-miss interview. Don't miss it! Tune in tomorrow to the Rock Files live on YouTube as we have a conversation and interview with the one and only DNA Tooth, Nephew Kyd Dangerous.
Rock, where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock?
10 rock and roll, bro.
Welcome to the Rock Files. Are the Rock Files? Yeah, live and locked. This is how we rock. Live and locked. Welcome to the Rock. Live and locked. Live is how we lock. Oh, this is how we rock. The Rock. The Rock Files. This is how we rock. Live and locked. Welcome to the Rock.